Welcome to Last Week Rewind. Take it away, boys.
All right, we are back, baby. It's episode 8. Last Week Rewind. Woo! We're here. Third time's a charm, baby.
We're back.
We are here.
We're here.
We are here.
Another week.
All right, let's move into last week's spotlight. What y'all been playing, y'all?
What y'all been playing?
What have you been playing? Why don't you kick it off, Maestro?
Yeah, you kick it off, Mike.
Since in the past week, I got into Fortnite.
Oh, yeah.
Because season 2 of chapter 2 started, I think, last Thursday? No.
2 and 2.
So, I didn't even know that it was season 2 the day it started. I was just playing Xbox with Andrew, and I was like, "Oh, do you want to play Fortnite?" And he's like, yeah." So we hop on. Little did I know that the season just started. So we start playing. We came in like second or third. Then you hopped on literally right after that match.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, I want to play Fortnite." And you're like, I mean, I guess.
So a Villa was playing it and said, "You want to play?" Or
yeah, I said it to him. Do you want to play Fortnite?
Okay.
Because like I didn't really feel like playing Call of Duty because that's all they want to do.
Oh, excuse me.
So I fucking did it, and then Friday I just bought the Battle Pass and played like 8 hours, and fucking did so much work on the fucking Battle Pass with all the challenges. And then you got on, we played, we got a win.
Yeah.
We got 2 wins that night.
I got a win with a rando like the next day, just some rando team.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Did I know that? Did you tell me that?
I might have. I might have in passing.
But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it, man. It's challenging because we're so cash.
I think
so
right now we're going to start hitting the wall because it is confirmed. Like if you have a low level character or maybe your stats are like nothing, you do play with bots, and it is like obvious.
Really?
Yeah, you play with bots.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you think?
Yeah, because but you can tell though, because like what you can tell it's a bot when you start shooting them, and all they do is just like crouch.
Yeah.
And they're like moving really slow, and they're not building. That's the big thing is I don't think bots build. So it's like now coming across more and more people.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the game has bots.
It does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They added bots in the chat when chapter 2 began.
Yeah.
Why?
Which was like the world refresh.
I think it was just to help the learning curve with like people getting into it, which I can see because like now, like even once in a while, like you'll come across someone and like it's easy to get good at the shooting because it's like super casual, the aiming and stuff, and you can be pretty precise. But it's the building is the fucking curve.
I was watching Mike play.
Yeah, because they'll be like, there was one dude. We're playing, and I see this guy, and I fucking light him up with like 2 bursts. He built like the Leaning Tower of Pisa in a matter of like 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's what the guy did when Mike was playing. The guy just like took off and was like,
it's
5 layers
insane,
up,
dude.
and then
Wild.
he started building towards Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
And was trying to like build a wall right in front of him.
Yeah. So it's like that's where it's like the next learning thing is like you can get good at the shooting, but especially the final circle, like when you're in the final, like the building, it's all it is just fighting for the high ground. Like that's like the main thing. I saw a clip and some kid was like, "Oh man, he's trying to build over you right now. He's trying to build the higher ground." And they're like, "Oh, it's nuts." But I mean, it's fun
just to have a new challenge. Like,
yeah,
I'm having fun with the Battle Pass. Like, just doing the small challenges, dropping here, dropping there.
I mean, it's definitely a polished
looting there, looting this, looting that,
looting that. It's a polished game, which is nice.
Yeah,
it's so weird to me that there's bots.
It makes sense for not only to help casual people feel better, and also to help people learn the game, but also it helps with, I'm assuming, matchmaking because like you don't need a full lobby.
Yeah.
Say you get like 76 people, you can just fill the rest with bots.
Has a bot ever won?
I doubt it.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe.
Maybe if they're really
just by
Even
accident.
PUBG, I remember like months ago, they definitely added bots because it was at one point where Zanowsko and I were playing it more, and we started noticing things. I'm like, dude, like there was some guy, same fucking thing with the crouching.
Yeah.
I see some guy in the open field. I start shooting at him, and instead of getting to cover or trying to figure out where he's getting shot from, he just like crouches and he's like going back and forth. And then you can always tell by the loot they have because they have like no loot or like the weirdest loot, like 6 like shotgun chokes, and they don't even have a shotgun. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's true.
But
that definitely is a bot.
Yeah, I feel like that just became a
That's
standard
so
in Battle
weird.
Royale. And then I think as you get better too.
That kind of ruins it a little, doesn't it?
No, I don't really.
I mean,
so.
you get like I know in the Fortnite you get past it. Like I think it's only like in the beginning if you're a low level, and then then eventually you're just offline. Then it's like they don't think they have any bots. Maybe if they have to fill a room, but because I remember, I wasn't playing Fortnite, but I remember on social media, it must have been the season 2, and it was like a whole thing to like post. People were posting their experiences coming across a bot. Like one, I remember like a lot of people would run up to them and literally just like strafe back and forth to like avoid getting shot and stuff.
It's weird because the bots for like the players are really dumb, but the henchmen, remember that?
Oh, they're so hard. Yeah.
They're like way harder.
Yeah,
Like, that's smart AI.
Oh yeah, because the Fortnite thing it's a polished game. It looks really good,
And they do like the most creative seasons, and, like, events.
Yeah,
And they have the best marketing. They have the best tie-ins with like the Avengers and Skywalker, Star Wars.
Oh yeah, because they had the lightsabers.
Skywalker and fucking NFL. They had
Yep.
like you get a Patriots jersey. You can put any number. You can put Hernandez.
No, they've
Yeah.
done the best with how they've handled like DLC marketing. They're not like PUBG. When PUBG added the Joker and
that was the most
Harley
laughable-
Quinn skins, like 2 years, literally 2 years after
Yeah.
Suicide Squad came out.
It was
like,
the
did they
most
not-
laughable
Yeah.
fucking thing I've ever seen.
It made no sense. It's just like, and then actually, ironically, just the other day, this is Choco Taco. He's a huge PUBG streamer, and that's like all he plays, like literally, like basically all he plays. He just announced that he's stepping away from the game to take a break because the devs or whatever have just refused to make any major fixes with everything, and they just keep putting in stuff that no one asked for.
What's he gonna play?
He said that he's really hoping that they just announce the Call of Duty beta battle royale,
yeah.
and then he'll probably play like Apex and weird shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
So I was playing that. What else? Played Madden.
Yeah.
What's that?
What's that? Oh, franchise, right?
Yeah. I'm in like season 20 of my franchise.
Oh, that sucks. I play Superstar KO mode.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, wow, that's it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I played some Madden. Did the same things you guys did. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Same challenges that you guys did.
Yeah.
Fucking, I don't even know what it was. What was the name of it?
With that
Which
thing
one?
we did last week?
Yeah.
Oh, the theme one, the theme diamonds,
Theme
Builders 2.
Team Builders 2.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
Yeah.
that one was worth it. I wish they'd fucking do that.
It was
shit
quick
more
and easy. It only
often.
took me an hour.
Yeah.
Me and Tom, like, we were in a party together.
And
Bang
those
it
were
out.
easy ones. You get in it, like the challenges where you could just get done with pretty quick.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They weren't ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm just really sick of. There's like no season right now. Like there's no. They need a season or something
I know
to do.
you catch up. I mean, I learned more about the theme diamonds and the theme builders and like what you have to do to get what.
It's a set.
Some of it, yeah, it's like the night train lane thing is retarded because what you have to do is you have to create every team. Like when you create like a team set, you'll get like a good player, like a 95, I think, and there's 32 teams, so there's 32 sets to get those players. Night Train Lane's thing is you have to get all 32 of those players, which it takes like 5 or 6 players to complete the set to get them. And then those 32 you put into his set.
This
and
is just like end game content.
Dude,
this is like
that's just crazy to me how much time
it's like if you want to keep playing the game when the next Madden comes out, this is what
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is what you'll be
Yeah,
doing.
Right.
It's trying to get a 98 Night Train Lane,
like
Right.
that's just it's
which
just
I bet you
nuts.
can buy in the auction house for cheaper.
Oh yeah, because when you do the math, like the less expensive guys to get like the 95 or whatever it is per team, I mean that's still probably close to $100,000 to get like the shitty guys, and then to get all that's just I can't. I finally learned what you had to do, and I just couldn't believe that people. I mean, obviously do it, but
It was the same thing when the game came out and the Theme Diamonds 1 was out. When it was Kurt Warner.
oh
instead
yeah,
of
yeah.
Night Train Lane. It was the same thing. It was just like it would take. I don't even know like who are these people capable of doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Like-
like it's got to be streamers. Right?
The only thing that I was
you
able
gotta spend real money.
to do was I completed. It was the Ultimate Legends set, so I completed the Troy Polamalu set.
Yeah.
But that was because I got him the more expensive version of him in a pack. So the other ones only cost me like 140,000 coins to buy like his shittier versions, which gave me that.
And
So
he's
I was
worth
like,
it.
oh, like that's kind of worth it, even if it cost me a couple.
He's a
100,000.
97, right?
Yeah. With
So
the
he
chem.
has Troy Polamalu and Jamal Adams
Wow.
as his 2 safeties.
So like
That's
that
dope.
that was where some of the you should look at like the theme or the Ultimate Legend sets, because sometimes when you look, like you might have a few of the pieces because it like just from even random packs, like you don't have to buy them, but like
I probably would.
Yeah.
But I just get rid of cards too quickly.
yeah.
I don't really hold on to many things other than power up cards. I have like 40.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know.
Yeah, I wasted a bunch of training earlier because I did what the fuck did I do? Oh, that Twitch one, that Twitch
Oh
challenge.
yeah, he did that.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then I picked, it was like a 92 Deion Sanders and then like a
Mhm.
92 whatever. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna take this Deion Sanders because I need a 92 version of him
Oh yeah,
to
it's not the
power
same
him
one.
up. Yeah.
Can't use them.
Nope.
No.
So I went to my power up guy and I spent like because I was like, oh, it's only going to cost me 4,000 training and the 92 for me to bump him up just one notch. And so I got to like 2,000 worth of training, and then it got to the point to put the card in, and it was like, nope,
Oh,
you still need to spend 220,000 minimum to buy the card on the
that
auction.
Sucks.
I know. But then the kicker to it was that 92 Dion sells for like 40 something hundred training. So I could have just instantly get my training back. It
Oh
was-
yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Madden was Madden.
Yeah, I finally finished my offensive line, like redoing that, so I have like all 95s.
Hmm.
And then I got a defensive tackle too. And I got my Nick Bosa to a 98,
Oh, damn.
and that's it. Yeah, and I didn't get that solo battles thing
Oh,
because I lost those 2 games.
yeah.
I lost to the 89 and the 87.
Oh, yeah.
And
See,
then-
I lost to the 89, and then the Chargers 87, I actually won against, which I was surprised about. It was weird because it was like wicked fucking hard, and then towards the end, there was just a couple of like plays which gave me like, obviously I scored a couple, like some points to get ahead, that it was just like, I don't know, it was weird. Like it
Yeah.
was like all of a sudden there was like
Yeah, I
a
lost to
break.
those 2, so I kind of blew my chance at that fucking. I just like never even went back.
Mm.
Yeah,
The AI is so fucking annoying.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I actually haven't played a solo battle, I think, possibly since that Mahomes hurdle.
Oh.
The infamous Mahomes hurdle.
What, he got hurdled by
Where
him?
I was just going to tackle like an 84 Mahomes,
Oh, yeah.
and he hurdles me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the
A
worst.
scrambling quarterback. When I had like a 90 whatever middle line, whatever it
Yeah.
was, hurdles me.
That's the shit that does piss me off about the solo. And that, especially that 89, 87, it was happening left and right.
Mm-hmm.
They had like one of them, I don't know who the running back was.
Mhm.
I don't know if it was another team, but it was like it was a low running back. And I'm like, how am I getting fucking shit on by like Urlacher,
So
a
stupid.
97 Urlacher can't even like take him down? Like, what?
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's fucking nonsense.
Yeah, it's because it's all Madden. All
Yeah,
Madden,
that's-
they don't make mistakes.
It's like boosted. They should just like the overall should at least show.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, they're just boosting these cars.
The worst part too is when I was doing a head-to-head last night. Eric Dickerson is now back because there's a 97 version of him,
Mhm.
and he is probably the worst thing yet again to go against
Ugh.
because he has that fucking ability where he always breaks the first tackle, like starting.
Mhm.
But it's like not even fair. Like I was playing this kid, and it like I had 3 people meet him in the backfield, and he broke all 3 tackles, and he didn't even have his thing activated, and then like ran for 15 yards. It's just
Dude.
like, I don't know.
Ugh. This game's so broken.
Yeah, it is. It's so bad. It's so addictive. When you're in it, like when you're in the rhythm of it, it's so like, oh, I want to get back to it and work on my team. But then it's like the most frustrating and aggravating thing that just puts you in a bad mood when you try to do like head to head.
Mhm.
Even solo battles, man. It's
yeah,
brutal.
losing in soul battles might be worse than losing on
Yeah.
online.
Yeah, I think you're right. Because I've lost this little battle.
Oh yeah.
And you're just like,
Multiple times.
oh, you know it's all on you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I can't even beat
yeah.
this fucking computer.
Yeah, yeah.
Spending
I
$150
just
on
didn't
this
even
trash.
fucking Play
Plus-
it right.
Well, I mean, and the thing too is like they do have like a 95 player, and they'll have like a low 80. But that's what's the worst part is like I'm playing an 89 overall team, and I have a 90 something overall team. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
shouldn't have a struggle.
That
but
Ultimate Legends thing. Did you do the new one? I don't think you did it yet.
No.
week
You
5.
did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was hard.
Yeah, that was hard.
That team's good.
Really?
Yeah,
Was
they're
that the-
better.
Right.
Was that green? Oh no,
They're
that
like
was
all 95s and shit.
Yeah.
Like all like dope ass players, like a 96. I was like, what the fuck?
yeah.
And like actually, it was like a solo battle. Like
I
actually,
mean,
had to
technically, you
try.
only have to do it on 1 star.
Oh yeah, I did.
Oh,
On 3.
that's
saying?
true.
Like,
Yeah. I
I mean,
forgot
I won't.
that.
I'll do it on 3, but
Yeah, I did on 3.
Yeah, and I was just like, even with the solo battles, there was some fucking like lurking. Not even well, it's not user based, but like interceptions that just don't make any fucking sense to me. It's like it's wide open, and there's like, and they just like latch on.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then-
yeah,
oh my
yeah.
god, it's
Yeah.
so fucking brutal.
so yeah, Madden.
Madden.
What
Madden
else? I watched the first because Star Wars Clone Wars season 7 came out on Disney Plus.
Oh yeah.
So I fucking watched a recap video and watched the first episode because that's the only one that's out.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't lost because it's like the first episode was a contained story
Yeah.
about a couple clone troopers going on a mission and with a ragtag group of like hired mercenaries, and they just get into a predicament, and that was the episode.
Really?
Wasn't I didn't really see.
What was
It feels very childish.
I was
It
gonna
feels
say,
very,
how childish was it? Is it very?
quite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Visually looks good, but it has that animation style that
Yeah.
it just wasn't like there was no Jedi. It was just clone troopers.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. That's weird.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
it'd be tough because, like, for us, we'd probably want to see all the lore and just like see different.
Because I watched the
storylines,
recap
but-
video. It was fucking awesome. There was like all this shit with fucking Darth Sidious, with fucking Count Dooku, and fucking Darth Maul, and fucking all this cool shit that happens throughout the first 6 seasons.
Yeah.
And then the fucking 7th season comes out. I'm like, I'm ready. And it's fucking the whole episode's about clone troopers. So boring.
Really?
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
kind of what you're probably excited to see, all that cool shit, and then it's just stormtroopers.
So I watched that, and then I got like addicted to that show I was telling you about, What We Do in the Shadows,
Oh yeah.
from the guy he directed and starred in it, Taika Waititi, who did like Thor Ragnarok and
Mm.
the newest one that came out. What's the Nazi, the Hitler one where he's the fucking invisible friend of fucking the kid,
Oh,
Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah.
He directed that too. So he like one of his first movies was What We Do in the Shadows, which is like a mockumentary, like Best in Show. Remember the movie Best in Show?
Yeah.
So it's like that, but it's vampires in modern day. They're like not like sexy vampires like Twilight. They're like stuck in Victorian times, but they live in modern day.
Yeah.
And like the show on FX, which was from last year, has like one season. The season 2 comes out April. It's fucking bomb. I loved it. I know, Tom, you came in and was kind of watching it, and
Yeah.
you jumped. You had to start from the beginning.
Yeah.
But dude, it's fucking funny, dude.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wait, it's a continuation of that movie, right?
It's
a
like-
series.
It's in the same universe, so it's
Okay,
like new
alright.
characters, and it's like
Is the main guy in it still? Again?
no, it's none of the people from the first one. So
Oh,
it doesn't have
okay.
the guy from
Men in Black 3.
yeah, and Flight of the Conchords.
Yeah.
Like, he's not in it, and Taika Waititi's not in it.
I wish we could get a soundbite of his voice in Men in Black.
Oh
3
my
right
God.
now.
What does his voice sound like?
There was that one time we were
Yeah.
trying to. We couldn't even come up. We couldn't.
Yeah,
even,
we were trying to do it on like
do it.
Xbox.
Yeah.
and like I was dying laughing. What the fuck?
I don't even.
Isn't
it was
it
like
weird?
I don't know.
It was such a mix of. It's so hard. I can't even like begin to.
I was about to
describe
attempt to do it.
I
know. I don't know what it is. Oh god. I just like the fucking. There's this guy in this world. Vampires have familiars, which are basically like human slaves.
it.
So it's basically the main guy Nandor has this little Spanish dude named Guillermo as his familiar, and he's fucking hilarious. Like, dude, you gotta watch the show. I think you really like it because you like that type of humor. Best in Show. And,
Oh yeah.
yeah. It's very
Best in Show is
very
good.
dry humor. Like it's not, it's not always sunny.
Mm.
You're not gonna be
Oh yeah.
sitting there laughing it up.
Yeah.
You know?
You have to just appreciate it.
Yeah, it's
Without
just very
laughter.
well written humor. It's good though.
It's like that Fleabag show. That
Fleabag.
won- Yeah, the Fleabag that won all those awards.
Yeah, the
It's
British,
very
yeah.
dry humor.
Yeah, this show feels very British, or something. I think. What are they? What are they? I think they're like New Zealanders.
Yeah,
Taika
that's what
Waititi
that
and
guy
the guy
is.
from Flight of the Conchords,
Mhm.
right? He's from New Zealand.
That guy has a good track record for directing so far.
Taika Waititi? Yeah, it's incredible actually.
Yeah.
Like Thor Ragnarok, which is like probably one of the most fun Marvel movies.
Oh yeah.
And then you got Jojo Rabbit, which was nominated for like every Oscar,
Mm.
and he won Best Adapted Screenplay. And fucking, what else? He directed this one movie with like young kids that I actually kind of want to see. It's like Hunter. Oh, what the hell?
I know to come in with a Marvel movie, and it's obviously hands down the best Thor movie, and then still I think one of the best overall Marvel movies. It kind of reminded me of like when Guardians of the Galaxy came out. And it was like
a different style.
Yeah, it was such a nice, fresh like take. Like added a different take on it. It was just Ragnarok was such a good movie.
Oh, I love that movie.
And like all the like comic relief was done really well. Like there really wasn't much like hokiness or kind of corniness to it.
Mm-hmm.
He also directed a Mandalorian episode.
Oh wow!
Yeah, he voices the rock guy in fucking Thor.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he's one of my favorite. He was hilarious.
Yeah, he's hilarious. And then he directed this movie called Hunt for the Wilder People, which I always want to see. I want to see the original, What We Do in the Shadows. Got to get around to watching that. Yeah. And what else? So I watched about 8 episodes of that. And I don't think I did anything else. Watched The Bachelor. Waste of time.
I heard Bethany was watching that. I could hear it in the other room.
Me and Heather watch it. She doesn't even watch. She's on her phone the whole time. And I have to sit there, and I'm just like, this is some of the worst television.
It's like one of those reality shows where it's like you kind of just like drown off for most of it, and then when it gets to the
like I'll be on my phone,
and then you pay.
And like I watch a lot of trash TV. Like actually not as much as we used to, but like me and Tom and like Heather watch like Survivor, which isn't trash. That's a great show.
Yeah.
And we also watch like Floribama Shore.
Oh yeah, you
It's
love that.
I do. But that's like trash, but like kind of fun to watch, right? Like hate watch.
Yeah.
Bachelor, like I used to hate watch, but it's starting to become like just hate.
Just hate.
Like they'll get like right this last episode, right? So there's 3 girls left. One of the girls is saving herself for marriage but hasn't told them yet. So when they're down to 3, it's the fantasy suites, right? So it's when he gets to finally bang them.
Well, yeah.
If that's I don't know if that actually does happen, but you know, they make it seem like he's banging them.
Yeah.
So then like she gives him an ultimatum before they go on the fantasy suite saying like, you know, like I don't know if I'm okay, you know, with my religious background. I'm not sure if I'm okay with you going and sleeping with these other girls and then still seeing myself with you. So he ignores her, goes on the other 2 fantasy suites, bangs these other 2 girls.
Yeah.
Right? Hot ass chicks.
Yeah.
So then it's her turn, and they go on a date. It's all fun. But then later in the night, she starts crying, saying like, I don't know if I could, you know, you didn't really listen to me. And like,
yeah.
And like, but the only thing, it's not like instant. It's not like they're talking to each other like, well, I told you this, I told you that. It's like he'll say something, then for literally 2 straight minutes, they'll just be staring at each other. And like, I'm just laying there like,
great editing.
Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, they'll hug and like they'll be in a mid fight and there'll be no talking. It's not even realistic. You know, like if you're in a real fight with a fucking girl you're dating, like, you know, there's talking.
Yeah.
You know, like this show, it's like they're just like horrible actors, I think.
I'm surprised too that they would let it edit like that. Like you'd figure that they're trying to jam pack in as much as they can.
And it's not just a season. It's like I've watched 5 seasons in a row now or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's all the same. It's like, I don't know. They just stare at each other like, so what do you think of our relationship?
Oh man.
And there'll be silence.
I mean,
and then they're like, well, I told you that like I was saving myself for marriage.
Ugh.
Awkward.
It's so cringeworthy.
You should probably just stop watching it.
No, when you're
too deep for this.
Yeah,
season.
when you're in this far, baby, there ain't no way out. Yep, I think that's it. Chase, what'd you watch?
I think that's it.
Well,
We talked about the games we played.
Yeah, to connect. Yeah, I didn't play anything different.
Yeah.
Actually, did I? No, I didn't. To circle back to the Bachelorette, Bethany had put on The Circle, which is a Netflix.
Oh my God, I watched. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah,
I watched the first 2 episodes of that with Heather and her friend last I think we should have covered this. I think last episode.
Yeah,
I must have just forgot.
Well, I can understand why.
Did you watch it?
I sat on some of it, and even Bethany was like,
Have you
"This
seen
is
the show on
fucking
Netflix?
bad."
No.
Probably not. I think it came out like a month ago.
She was like, she had it on, and she was like doing stuff while it was on, and she's like, "Yeah, this show is like really
It's like
bad.
8 strangers are put into like a luxury apartments, right?
Mm.
But they cannot talk to each other. They only talk to each other via social media. So like they'll tweet
Yeah.
at each other, and like that's the only way they talk. And then eventually they have to like vote someone out.
Yeah,
And then one person gets voted out, and then another person comes in, and it's literally like a reality game show kind of, but it's all through social media.
yeah. So like they never meet, and it's
No.
all about. It's kind of like I don't know.
But they have profiles, and they edit the profile, and like
yeah.
they start off with one profile picture, then like
Mhm.
the next day they got to add a second profile picture,
Yep.
and like 2 of the guys are playing girls,
Yeah.
Right.
With their
100%.
catfishing?
Yeah.
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 and then
So that's allowed. You could either
Yeah.
be you can be yourself like Tom, or you can go completely 180 and be a girl.
yeah,
Like so you have either or
Wow.
before you start. Yeah.
so like one dude was playing his girlfriend in real life. It was like her picture, a big fat black chick, Dyke.
Mercedes.
I just offended our whole audience. No, I'm kidding.
Big fat black chick.
Yeah, big fat
Dyke.
black dyke
Yeah.
was playing as a hot black chick.
Yeah, that was Mercedes.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Duh.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
So you did watch.
No, I sat down and I was trying to also follow it because just like Tom's trying right now, like it's so hard to follow because I'm watching it and Bethany's like, oh well, now they get to see each other because the person who gets voted out gets to
Yeah.
go meet the person, or they get to pick who they want to.
There's that
actually
blonde
meet to
chick,
see
right?
If they really are who they are, and then the person who gets kicked out gets to record a video that everyone gets to see, and then like give their two. It's like
Yeah.
there's a lot of moving parts to
There's
it.
2 characters on the show that are very worth mentioning.
Oh, which
the-
ones?
The Guido,
Oh my God, yeah, he's
this
terrible.
hardcore Guido kid who's clearly playing up being Guido.
Yeah,
It is ridiculous
he
how
wishes
Guido
he
is.
was on Jersey
It's not even
Shore.
possible for a human being to be that Guido.
Yeah, I
Not
know.
even 10 years ago when being Guido was cool.
I know.
There was no Guidos like him.
Yeah, back in
Anyhow.
the Soprano days.
And the Indian kid.
Oh yeah, he's weird.
He was so hard to fucking watch, dude.
I know.
Oh god.
They're like getting ready to vote, and he's like, "Oh, I can't. Hopefully, I'm not in the bottom." And he's just like,
Like
oh my-
in the morning, you get to update your social media, like how are you feeling, and like
Yeah.
everybody gets to write like a thing, like almost like a post.
Mhm.
So the kid wrote one, and then like he got 3 likes out of like 5 other people.
Mm.
He's like, oh my god, I got 3 likes.
yeah,
And it's just like, dude, there's like 5 other people here.
I don't know.
Like you're freaking out about 3 likes.
It really is like an interesting take on like when you really boil it down. It's just like how social media. The whole point is to be liked. You want to stay there as long as you can.
Yeah.
So with your interactions, you're trying to like hype people up. You're just trying to be likable, and it's such like a I don't know. It's almost just like an example of that's what social media is.
Oh yeah,
pretending
it's
to be-
showing you how like we trust influencers
Yeah.
more than like
I know.
real people at this
It's
point.
like kind of sad.
Like being
Jesus.
an influencer is almost as big as being like a politician. We would trust that, like, young kids would probably trust PewDiePie more than they would trust
Yeah.
a local senator.
Yeah, it's true.
Like seriously, if PewDiePie said go kill this person,
Right.
how many people do you think would go kill him?
Right. The guy
Yeah.
dead.
Dude's got hundreds of millions of fucking people who are devoted to PewDiePie.
Right.
I have no idea why.
Mm.
He's fucking weird.
Yeah, he's interesting. He just he stepped away too from YouTube.
Yeah, he's on a break right now.
Yeah. It's a weird, and that's what it is. The most liked people or whatever who don't get voted down, the top 2, they are the ones who decide who to kick off, and aren't they? They're called influencers.
They're called not head of the house, right? No. Yeah, is it influencer?
I think because one kid was like, "Oh, I was one away from being an influencer."
Yeah. The
And I
top
was
2
like,
people
"Ah."
become influencers. Like it's almost like immunity.
Yeah.
Oh.
I went to
Douche.
go look for the bottle of bleach to
The
end
show.
my misery.
And then also there's another show on Netflix called like Love is Blind or something. Do you see that on there? It's like a
Sounds
dating
familiar.
show.
But they don't see each
They
other.
don't see each other. They're in pods right next to each
Yeah,
other, right?
yeah.
So like their first date, they're just like in a pod, like talking to each other, and then they have to decide to either get married or like I think go home. I don't really know how. It
I
works.
didn't see it, but I
But they
know.
do get married. Like the point of the show is they get married after like one date,
Oh, what the fuck?
and they don't even get to see each other.
That's terrible.
Isn't that? That's like Heather watches Married at First Sight, It's one
Oh, I
of her.
haven't
It's
seen-
one of her trash. Like
Yeah.
I'm not with that, and it's horrible, dude. You've seen her watching
I
it.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah, like she'll be watching it, like
Pick
when
up-
me and you go upstairs, and she immediately just, like gets pissed off and turns it off because like she knows that if me and Tom are in the same room as her, like we start immediately just like riffing on it and making fun of it, and it pisses her off more.
Oh yeah, yeah.
because me and Tom can't just watch something.
Yeah,
Not
no.
if it's something like that.
No,
No, especially that's because even last night, like she had it on, and then I finally like sat down and was watching it, and I was just like, "What the fuck?" Like, so who does what, and why are they here? And then like they're all, and it's the worst part is like they talk in like hashtags, and it was driving me nuts. Where like someone posts a picture, right, and then everyone's like hashtag gorgeous, hashtag catfish.
oh the worst.
And it's like
yeah.
everyone's sitting at their thing, like deciding, like they're talking to the TV of what they want, like what they want to hashtag or
And they don't text.
Yeah.
Another part that we should have said is that it's all like they have like it's almost like they're in smart apartments.
Oh.
So like they say like computer post text to
Yeah.
group, and it's like hashtag cool, and it's like they say it out loud.
Yeah, yeah.
So like it's the corniest shit because they're
It's probably
saying
just a-
hashtags.
It's probably just a producer in the next room that's just like,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
not really.
typing it,
They're
yeah.
not really smart.
no, yeah.
Right,
But it's
right.
so like, yeah, that was, so I watched a tiny bit of that, and I'm good. I'm done.
You watched Honey Boy, didn't you?
I watched Honey Boy, so I did watch
Tonight
that.
you're the last person who hasn't seen Parasite or Honey Boy.
Oh.
Well, Honey Boy's it's at least easy that it's on Amazon, so you just,
Oh, yeah?
it's just there, so you can
Yeah, you
just
should
watch
watch
it.
that.
Oh,
I think
that's
you'd
cool.
really like it.
That was that was good. It was sad. It's fucking unbelievable. It's crazy how that's his real life,
Mhm.
and it, just to think when he was doing Even Stevens or whatever, and like that's what he was dealing with at the time.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
Jesus.
So that was really cool. That was interesting. I feel like I started something new, but I can't remember. I know I finished the other show. Oh no, just The Outsider. I'm just trying to catch up with that.
Mm-hmm.
This past week it was a little bit crazy. So I didn't
Barstool
have
had
much time.
like a week or two ago had an article up that said like they're officially out on the Outsider. So I was like, what? So I clicked
Really?
it, and they went. I tried to stay away from spoilers, so I didn't really read it as much as
Yeah,
I wanted
yeah.
to. But it basically just seemed like the show is moving at a weird pace, and like stuff just keeps happening over and over and over, and it's like the show's like not progressing good.
Oh,
It's
like
basically
it
what I
hasn't
gathered
moved.
from the article.
I think
I don't know. Is
a couple. I think there was only 8 episodes total.
oh really?
Maybe
is it
there's
done?
10. I don't know, but I know that we were only a few behind and we were watching it. But I haven't caught up enough
Yeah.
to see that like turn yet because it's still on that kind of like.
Yeah, because I've
figuring
only
out-
seen the first episode. It was a great first episode.
Mm.
You know, so
I'm trying to think. I feel like I watched something else, but I just can't remember. I don't think so though.
well,
But yeah, so it was pretty. It was a light week. I actually didn't have we really didn't have much time to watch as much shit.
no, it's another light week.
Yeah, a light week.
We're the worst.
Light
we
week.
fucking suck.
Nah, dude, I played Fortnite for the first. Basically, I dove deep for the first time ever. And you
yeah.
played a game for the first time,
Yeah.
really?
What did I play?
Assassin's Creed.
Oh yeah,
Do you want me to tell the audience what you played?
I forgot I even played that
Wow.
because I didn't go back.
Yeah, but you played a good amount, right?
I
In the
played,
first few
I
hours.
played it twice, but I didn't go back since then.
Oh, what Odyssey?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I talked about this last
No,
week.
last week he said he played Odyssey.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
I
I
already
remember
talked about
talking
this.
about and saying how when I played Origin, we were both agreeing that like that
Dude,
whole
weeks
like
are just blending into each
RPG
other.
or whatever like added all. It was a
Yeah,
That was a
because
week
I remember
ago?
saying like it's funny that you're Leonidas' son and shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm having like deja. I feel. I don't know what it's called. I'm feeling like days are just slipping away.
I know. That's what happens.
So yeah, what did you play this week?
Nothing.
Really?
I played fucking Madden.
Madden. All right,
We
no more
played-
Madden talk.
We played Madden
That's true.
last week,
That's true.
and what were we gonna play? We were gonna play something else.
I don't
Plague.
know, you tell me.
Oh, Division. We
Oh,
were
yeah.
supposed to play Division.
That's true.
Mm.
Yeah, but then that never
I know.
happened.
I feel like for that to happen, you just gotta like do it. Like
Mhm.
if like just when someone else is on or whatever, it's just you just gotta start the fucking
Wait,
game.
Well, Kingdom Hearts 3 got it at the Game Pass. I know Tom's gonna try
I'm gonna play that this
try that.
Mm. I know it had such a huge fan base, and I always was like, oh, I should try it. I never did. Maybe.
Well, it's hard because it hasn't really been on a console since PS2.
Yeah, it's true.
There's been like DS and like the PSP like weird versions,
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
like literally Kingdom Hearts 2.4 HD something. It's like the weirdest Kingdom
Yeah,
Hearts is the
yeah.
weirdest.
And I played the first two, so I'm already
Oh yeah.
into that. And
I heard the
beat
story
second
is
one.
so complicated.
Yeah, it's classic Japanese story.
Like I heard it's
I-
like beyond even Final Fantasy. Like
There
it's
was,
one of
like,
the most
this-
complicated.
Instagram chick that I followed for a while. It was like she was a gym chick, but she loved like Kingdom Hearts. She had, like a tattoo, and she was all excited when it came out. She liked it, but she said, I don't know. I guess it didn't have a huge impression on it.
No, it wasn't really
expected.
We're not talking about like a 9.5 here.
Yeah,
This game
yeah.
did come out to some lackluster reviews. So
Mhm.
we'll see. I'm willing to try it.
I feel like that's what I've been wanting to do is make it a point to go to Game Pass and just like download some because
Yeah.
obviously the older games aren't going to be as big, but just play something.
There's
new.
games you might even missed. There's some
Yeah.
good AAA games on there. You know, there's not.
Mhm.
It's not just junk.
Yeah, it's just a good level crawler game. You know, every level is a different Disney,
Mm-hmm.
so that's just.
And it's not like a. You know, it's just like you're swinging keys, like your
Mhm.
keys, your weapon. You
Mhm.
know,
Yeah,
you turn into stuff. There's like summoning things, right? You turn into things. I saw that. in
Yeah,
the
yeah, and
review.
then you have like followers. You get to choose.
Yeah.
Like every level, you unlock the guy from that level, and then you can choose who you have follow you and stuff like that.
Yeah, the Disney stuff seemed really cool. Like I was like, that'd be all like new levels or like
Yeah,
different
yeah,
levels,
yeah.
different
It's
themes.
really fun. The game's
Yeah.
wicked fun to play. The storyline and all that stuff is weird, but because like the kid you play as, it's strange.
Mm.
You're not playing as a Disney character; they just happen to exist because of fucking like weird time space.
Yeah, it's like a Japanese anime gets mixed into a fucking Disney.
Yeah,
Right.
that is such an interesting. I always thought that how that came about, like how like Disney and then like the whole anime
I have no idea.
weird side of it just meld. Like how that ever.
I have
I
no
don't
idea.
know.
Yeah, it's convoluted, but the games are just fun to play and just
Mm.
explore the levels and stuff like that and see the characters. It's cool to just have Disney characters that like help you in combat,
Mm.
you know, and they all have different fucking abilities and stuff like that.
We shall see. I mean, we are a lot older now. We'll see how it translates.
Well, I mean, I didn't play it when I was 10.
Well, they came out in 2000.
I beat the second one when I was like 20 something.
Really?
Yeah,
On a PS2?
yeah.
What the fuck were you? Why were you playing on a PS2?
I don't
Because that's the only way you
What
can
the
play
fuck?
know.
We were
That's the only
friends
thing-
in your
that's the
20s.
only
When the hell
thing
did this
that-
happen?
I beat that game. I beat that game when I was older. I wasn't in school.
it.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
I'm trying to remember. I wonder, was it the first one or the second one that was like out of the three? I wonder what was like the real jewel, like what
I
everyone
think
loved.
2 was the
Yeah,
one.
two was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the first one I played, the second one I beat.
They're just
Mm.
old now. I'm surprised. I'm just shocked. I didn't know you were playing
I'm
PS2.
shocked.
Yeah. I think I don't know. I think I was like early 20s. Like I think it was like I don't know, I can't remember exactly, but it was after school. I wasn't in high school any longer.
Huh.
It wasn't pre that.
Damn, you were retro gaming, dude.
Yeah.
We were playing 360. Tom was playing
Some people
PS2.
can play older systems and not feel.
No.
It's Super Nintendo because that just has nostalgia.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think the last time.
N64 is
I,
visually hard on the eyes.
I'm trying to think the last time I played an old console.
Probably.
I mean, actually, well, it's kind of. It's not fully, but like I think I played like a 360 game, but it was on Xbox, the Xbox One, so it was probably scaled a little bit.
Last time I played it, right? It was probably when I bought that N64 with me and Tom. Remember that, like
Oh,
5
yeah.
years ago now?
Was
Oh,
that the one at
yeah,
Warren?
yeah.
The one, that little
Yeah,
place
me and
in-
Tom went to the one in Warren, and I bought like an N64 in like 5 games.
That place is still open. I drove past
Is
it?
it?
like 2
I
days
know
ago.
they downsized.
Couldn't believe it.
They downsized to like half the size.
Yeah. Well, I heard they had to because they had a dog shit incident. Half the place had dog shit all over it. Instead of cleaning it, they just got rid of that part of the building.
wow.
You got dog
Jesus.
shit.
And then we watched Watchmen.
Oh yes.
Oh,
we
did.
did.
Would you watch
We-
like an episode?
We are now on episode.
Wait, did
5.
we watch 2 episodes or
Oh,
We
one?
wow.
did. We watched episode 3 and 4.
Okay, yeah.
What?
So now we're on 5.
I'm trying to think of what
The
like.
the fourth one was the one with the Asian lady. She's like
That's
she's-
building that big clock tower.
Yes.
Yeah, Lady True.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Show's so good.
Yeah.
The third episode was amazing. I thought
It's a really good
with
show.
fucking Silk Spectre 2 or the fucking what was her name?
Mhm.
Yes, she.
Silk Spectre, their
Oh,
daughter.
Agent whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Well, her name was Silk Spectre 2, wasn't it?
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
because in the
so.
Watchmen movie, she's like one of the main characters.
Yeah, she's
Mhm.
that
She's dating
blonde
Dr.
actress.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that show's wild. I remember watching. I loved it, but at the same time, it's like I felt like it took me a little bit to get my bearings of like where this show existed. You know what I mean? And there's like a lot going on with the squid, and I was like, "What the fuck? Like, is this all ever gonna like connect?" Not in a bad way, but it does. I can assure you that.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying it's a series that's really worth like finishing. I thought it had like a really good payoff. You know,
I can't wait. I love fucking Ozymandias, how he's like in that. They haven't really shown us what he's in, but he's like locked in some sort of like, I don't know, what is it, a simulation or something? I don't know.
Oh yeah, with those, and he's like, with those
with
helpers,
with like the clones
or whatever,
with a little baby he puts in the machine.
So that was really
it's
cool.
So funky.
When you figure out
babies, like,
figure out who he is, like when he first, because you obviously know who he is from before.
Yeah, I'd already heard.
Yeah, and even like when I was watching, I'm like, is this what's his face or whatever? But that's what I loved about the show, like all like how it is connected and the different parts to it.
That's like it's like a 10. I think that show is honestly a 10 out of 10.
That show does have really good music.
Yeah, like the one that we were talking about, the Silk Spectre one. She like the music for her music throughout the episode was so good. I kept saying to Tom, I was like, "Oh, this is so good."
Yeah,
I think was it one of the first or second episodes where it's like a Future song. There's like there's a rap song. Maybe it's not Future, but there was like a rap song, and I was like, "Oh wow!" It was like more of a more recent like rap song, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I forget what episode it was.
That might have been the first episode.
I think it was the first episode.
Yeah, I remember there was a rap song. In
and I was like, and it wasn't even like it was playing in a radio. Like it was like they had it as like the background. I was like, "Wow, that's kind of cool."
Oh god, it's so good.
The show reminds me a lot of like Lost and like and The Leftovers, where
it's
you're
the same
like,
creator.
you're always just wondering, are things connected?
Yeah,
and then you think you figure it out,
yeah.
And then they throw in a twist, and you're like, oh, so it's not that.
They did, and they and like throughout the whole, they did a really good job of that. Because I was saying too, like certain things do make sense, and they make connections, but
and then what'd she call it? It was something coincidence. She had that phrase for it.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember.
Fuck.
Was that Lady Night or no?
No, not Lady True. It was the Silk Spectre agent, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Her phrase for coincidences.
Yeah, it was like a scientific term.
Yeah, it was something cool
remember.
where it was. Oh man, can't remember the term, but.
And I just like how throughout the first, it's like such a well-made show. You know, like the whole episode, she's talking to somebody, you don't know what the fuck she's talking to.
Yeah.
And at the very end, you find out she's talking to Dr. Manhattan.
Yep.
Shows up that big blue dildo.
Yeah.
Like, it's just such a good show.
Yeah, no, it is.
Like, I think I just love Damon Lindelof, the guy who made it.
It's what
I'll watch anything he makes. I think at this point, Lost.
You know what it is too is like they do a good job of still keeping you wondering and guessing, but then satisfying you with like, oh, that's who they are. So like they did a really good like. Throughout the season, there's a good pace of that where you're still wondering what's next, but then you're also being, there's gratification.
Look, I have no idea how the show ends, but the more I watch it, the more I'm disappointed that like it doesn't seem like he wants to do a second season.
Yeah, and the way it ends, you wouldn't ever guess it or realize it until it ends. Like that's what I liked about it too. With the good payoff, it's like. The show continue like you guys know it continually kind of changes and twists and turns, so it's where it ends is nowhere where you think. I don't know, and like we'll have to talk about it when you guys finish it. I don't know how I feel about like I would love it because it's such a good show, but the way it kind of comes to an end, it's like I don't know what it would be like.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said that he wrote it with a beginning, middle, and end, so it's he doesn't want to do anymore. Well,
it's a good one though.
It sure is, pal.
I also really like Glass, the Southern guy who wears like the the completely
he is good.
No, he's
what's it called? Not Glass.
Looking Glass.
Looking Glass,
yeah. Yeah, he's like the actor too.
Yeah, he's so.
It's funny.
Good,
I was just watching Holes, and he's in Holes.
Yeah, I still don't understand though. Even after finishing it, is how. There's like the bad cult, like in the very first episode, they killed the cop and they have the fucking
Rorschach,
Rorschach things. Like I don't know how like he influenced these people, and I don't think they ever really answer that, like why they decide to use that.
I feel like they mentioned something in the beginning, but I can't really remember now.
I can't remember either.
That CBD trip me and Tom went on.
Oh,
it really fucking
because oh my god! So
you are Dr.
We put on episode 3, right? And we're like, all right, maybe the recap will just get us back into motion here. There was like half the recap, Chase, where we had no idea what happened.
Yeah,
Really?
We were
You're like, wait, did we watch?
Yeah, there was like shit. I was like, what?
For a good I'm not even kidding. For a good 10 minutes of the third episode, I was wondering if we had slept through 2 episodes.
Oh,
and that we had watched the third episode. Because the recap of the second episode, the way the recap ended, I was like, that's not how that episode ended.
Yeah.
And I was like, where's the part where she discovers the Ku Klux Klan thing?
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, is that at the end of the third episode? Did we sleep through?
Oh, jeez.
Did we watch the beginning of the second episode and the end of the third?
Oh my God, imagine.
I thought for like a good 10 minutes.
You zoned out and then picked up.
I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised. That's only like an hour of sleep time, you know?
That's what I was wondering for a good while there. I was pretty worried, but then they mentioned it, and I was like, "Oh, okay, so it did already happen."
Have those CBD gummies been opened?
I haven't had one.
No.
It was giving me fucked up dreams. It was making me like this. Like I felt like I was just like a walking zombie, dude. Like, really? Didn't it make you feel like a zombie?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just like sucked your energy.
And then, like, I was fucking with my stomach too. It was like giving me like small stomach aches or something. I don't know.
I am. Possibly. I don't know.
I think it's just the amount. Of
Well, that's what. Yeah,
milligrams.
that's right. I couldn't believe that those things were 750 a piece. Because that's like a high. I mean, I know CBD, you have to take higher amounts compared to like THC to get the true benefits of like, you know, pain relief and all that. But like, I was like, holy shit! And then 3 of them. I mean, that's just like,
Who's it meant for?
that's what I mean. Those,
You know?
because most of the other CBD stuff I've seen is like, yeah, the smaller amounts and you can take
And
more.
they had the higher milligrams.
Yeah, that's crazy.
There was a
We could have got the 1,000.
Yeah.
And they had 2,000, right?
not of the gummy. That was of the
Oh, the
dropper shit.
that was
Oh my
3,000
god.
3,000. Imagine taking like 10 drops of that.
for the whole bottle.
I
You
think-
chug the whole thing like a 5-hour
Would
energy.
you just vomit? Like, what would happen to you?
I don't know. You probably die.
You think so? Can
You
you
go insane.
Can you OD from CBD?
No, you go insane.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Ah yeah.
Yeah, it's proven.
Wow. All right. Well, before we go into the news, I want to play the game
Oh.
that I heard on that I'm copying from the Game Informer podcast. All right, now we're gonna play Marry, Fuck, Kill. Right?
What about Kiss?
No.
That's so much
Marry,
more
Fuck, Kill.
gentle.
All right. So Marry is you can play the game or the movie forever. All right. So like when you pick Marry,
You're with
meaning
it for
that
life.
you can play it as many times as you want, watch it as many times as you want. Now, fuck means you can only experience the game or play the game or movie one time.
Mm-hmm.
So you get to experience it, but that's it.
Are we doing movie or game? Or are we gonna
Yeah,
do
there's a
two?
couple different
like
ones.
separate.
Yeah,
Like,
separate.
it'll just be games and then.
Yeah,
just,
I didn't
okay,
blend
yeah,
that.
yeah.
That'd be kind of.
All right, so so
All
one
right.
time.
So then kill is obviously erase from existence.
Oh,
Mhm.
I got it.
Okay.
That's the easiest one.
Yeah, I
for
have a
me.
couple I can nominate for that. So
Yeah.
Well, we'll do the ones I wrote down because it does cover a lot of major things. You know, right off the top.
Oh, I forgot you're gonna give us one. I was gonna say.
Yeah,
I
no,
can just
no.
come up with some on the top.
Oh no,
of
no!
my
I'm going to
head.
give us some to make some conversation.
No, yeah. I'll just tell you what. I think.
All right. So first one, Nintendo, Xbox, or PlayStation.
Ooh.
Nintendo. Oh, like the company?
The consoles. Forever.
So I'd marry Xbox.
Yeah.
I'd fuck Nintendo.
Really?
And I'd kill PlayStation.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously Xbox is a marry. I mean, let's just be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
Xbox. guys.
But it's funny because I was saying the same thing. I was like, I was gonna say, fuck PlayStation and then erase, but you can't. I don't know. But that gets weird because in my head I'd say you can't erase Nintendo because that was such a.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I would agree. Well,
Yeah, but I like PlayStation. I mean, I love Uncharted.
it is
and
tough because
Last of Us.
I was gonna say I'd consider like
Yeah,
Last
but what's
of Us.
gonna give you a better one-time experience?
Oh yeah, that's true. Fuck, I'm thinking
Yeah.
like
You're not
Both-
marry.
that's true. Like you can, yeah.
You're not gonna get anything from PlayStation that you're not gonna get from Xbox.
Actually, I have
I think you're right.
to reverse it
Oh,
and say fuck Nintendo, only because I would want to play Last of Us. That's what I'd want to fuck.
Oh, so you're saying,
I'm saying
marry
like, for
Xbox.
PlayStation.
you'd fuck PlayStation, marry
Yeah.
Xbox, and kill Nintendo.
Because I mean, Nintendo, yeah, I mean, a Nintendo 64 or whatever. I mean, the amount of games I played on it in GoldenEye and all that, but
Mhm.
I don't know. I mean, I'd have to. I don't know. That
You
is
haven't.
tough.
When was the last Nintendo console you even had?
Nintendo 64?
You had a Wii. You must have had a Wii. No?
Nope, never had a Wii. My sister had one that
Oh,
like
so this is easy. You
I
kill
like
Nintendo.
borrowed. That's what I mean. So it's like GoldenEye and all that is great memories, but that's so far away that Last of Us for me holds a bigger impression.
I think
So
I'd
I'd
do the
have to
same
go
because
that
like
way.
even if I did the fuck for like Sony,
Mm.
you know, I would save that fuck for a very
Yeah.
special game
Mm-hmm.
with a Sony game.
Or Spider-Man.
Last of Us Part 2 is coming out. You know, like
You're gonna play it once.
yeah, like
It's a
once
story
through.
game. It's not.
Yeah, like once
Apex
through.
Legends.
Once through.
Oh.
Yeah, we can bend the rules here a little bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
but then marrying. What's the point in marrying?
You can play no
I can play Last of Us
For
15
Xbox,
times through.
for Xbox. You can play every Xbox game for the rest
I
of
know,
your life.
but you guys are making your decisions based on single games. So I'm saying, what's the comparative of that for Mary? That I would play Last of Us 15 times through?
no, you
no, it's just like
I
it's
thought you meant like one sitting. Like you get to play this game once. You get to sit down and play this game.
fine.
once.
I would sit down and play the whole game because
Yeah.
if they told me you get to play Last of Us Part 2 one time, I
Yeah.
would play the whole game, right? If you had
Yeah.
a gun to your head.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
yeah. If I had a gun in my head.
Yeah,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I said, if
Got
you
one
had
fucking day.
like that game looks so good that like yeah, if I only got to play the game once, I would hopefully beat it in one sitting,
Mm.
and you know,
It's like one Friday morning for you. It's one whatever day
yeah.
you get to play video games. For me, it's one fucking Tuesday night
Yeah.
of video. Whether it's 4 hours or 8 hours or an hour and a half.
because you
or-
love Zelda. I mean, you'd like to get one good Zelda sesh like on a new Zelda eventually, or
Mm.
right,
if you
Yeah, see,
saved
that's
it
the-
for that.
right. It'd be
That's the
one-
thing is for me, it would be going back to N64, which I don't think I would.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and even me, I don't mind Nintendo properties like Mario and shit. Like I
Mhm.
beat Odyssey, like Mario Odyssey.
mean,
I would just rather play Uncharted 5 or Last of Us
Yeah.
Part 2.
Mhm.
or even Last of Us, the first one.
Yeah.
I
So-
did love me some Wii bowling and ping pong when it first came out because that's
It
like
was
when my
great.
sister had it.
It was fun.
I fucking loved it.
All right, so I'm saying marry Xbox, fuck Sony, kill Nintendo, and you're doing the other, pretty much the.
Marry Xbox,
Just
fuck
flip-flopping,
Nintendo,
yeah.
kill Sony.
All right, let's move on.
Sorry, Nintendo.
All right, you ready? Mario, Halo, or God of War?
Ooh.
Marry, fuck, kill.
Wait, what is it again? Mario?
Mario, Halo,
Halo.
God of War. Now, the reason why I chose these is basically they're the mascots of each platform right now.
Mhm.
Mm.
So I would marry God of War. I would fuck Mario, and I would kill Halo.
Jesus, I'd marry Halo because it has multiplayer and single player,
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
and I'd fuck God of War and kill Mario. I'd shoot him in his fucking plumber head.
Yeah, it's funny because
You're
I was
fucking
I was
dead, dude.
thinking the same. I never played God of War, but I know it's such a good game that I'd enjoy that more than Mario.
Yeah,
So I'd have to fuck that, and I guess I would. And I would go with
I
yeah,
fuck with that.
and I would marry Halo just because of as far as replay, being with it all the time.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of Halo. Well, there's also a
Buying
lot
a
of
house with
Mario's, but
Yeah, but it's 5 of the same game.
It's
Mm.
true, but hopefully Halo 6, Halo Infinite is bomb.
Yeah, but how can you choose this for the future?
I'm just saying, for example.
If it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Mario, I played it, but I
Well,
feel
if you're marrying Halo, you get to play every iteration of Halo coming out.
Yeah, but this is based on things that already exist.
True.
You can't
But
say,
if I
I
marry-
would choose to
If
marry
I marry Halo
because
right
of
now,
Halo
guess what? In
6.
6 months, I get the upgrade.
Yeah, but you can't say, I'm going to marry Halo because Halo 6 could be a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, but you can marry God of War knowing that God of War 2 is going to come out eventually.
Yeah, but that's not why I'm making the decision.
Okay, I'm
because
making
the
my
game-
decision on my own then.
No, all right.
Go fuck
I'm just
your
saying,
own ass.
isn't it weird to say that I'm going to choose a category on the hope that the next game that comes out
If
is
it's
a 10
already
out of 10?
announced, it's eligible.
But I guess it'd
Okay.
also be
Come
a
on.
valid point to say if I'm stuck with something for life, I'd want something with a long.
Yeah, but what if it
Life.
sucks?
Then I'm stuck with it.
I mean, all three of those are going to continually come out. They're always going to have new stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it is. Mario.
I mean,
never
obviously,
going
I
around.
would-
God of
I
War
would-
has clearly
Because I would
shown-
initially say, well, if I'm stuck with a game, marrying it for the rest of my life, I'd want to pick a game that's going to have some longevity to it.
Yeah.
But all three of those, then again, they're always going to have versions of them.
Yeah, Halo will probably go forever. God of War has probably shown the biggest improvement, but won't go forever. It'll be 1 or 2 more games. and
Let's
then
see.
We'll see what happens.
The
after
fact that it got a reboot in it was one of the best games of the generation.
That's why I'm
by
choosing
many.
marry God of War, because God of War is one of like it's like top 3 game I've ever played.
I wish I finished it.
Whereas
It's one of my
Halo, I loved Halo 1's single player because of the memories of
Yeah, I
playing
liked
with
all the
like, my
single
cousins
players.
and
Even
stuff.
5 was okay.
But Halo multiplayer has been something that I've always hated.
Yeah,
it's fucking.
I like it. It's challenging,
Yeah.
obviously, just like any fucking game.
Yeah, it's especially it's like that typical shooter where it's like you can't casually get on it.
No.
It's like you got to be like knowing that you're gonna deal with some shit in the beginning, have to push through it and adapt.
It's like Gears of War.
I guess a multiplayer thing, that's what makes it tougher too. Is that I guess it wouldn't matter if you didn't really care, but for me, I'd have the chance to play with people on Halo. I guess there are some Marios that you could probably play with people.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
I choose fuck Mario because I figured like with Mario Odyssey or with Mario 64, it's that type of game where it's like it doesn't matter that you beat it. It's just one of those games that you should play.
Yeah,
You should feel what it's like to
Mhm.
get to control that Mario character.
yeah,
And how fucking cool that
yeah.
is.
I think are we all unanimous about saying killing Mario then, right?
No, he chose
No,
fuck Mario.
fuck Mario.
Oh,
Me
yeah,
and
yeah,
you were
yeah,
still-
yeah,
me and you
yeah,
were
yeah,
born
yeah,
as
then
Mario.
Halo, yeah.
Yeah, because it's like if it's a one sitting thing.
Mm.
For me, Halo would be me sitting down, going on multiplayer,
Yeah.
hating it, and turning it off.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, here we go. GTA, Red Dead, or Elder Scrolls.
Whoa, that's a good one.
Ooh.
Basically a franchise. Like, which franchise would you choose? Marry, fuck, kill.
That's a tough one. I mean, I would have to say the Marys are going to be, I feel like GTA 4 slides in the front because,
I guess, yeah, would I marry?
I don't know. See, I don't know, man. I mean, I would say GTA and like not even just worrying about what's going to come out in the future, but what's currently out right now. GTA is just so much more supported.
Yeah.
There's a lot more.
I mean, Elder Scrolls is a great brand, and it's
That's
it's,
tough.
like, it's an
That's
icon
tough.
of gaming, but at the same time, it's not like there's like a new one out. You'd have to play Skyrim and Oblivion for the rest of your life. If you're married to that.
Yeah, but I'm basing it on what already exists.
Yeah.
I am valuing the Elder Scrolls franchise based on the games that already exist.
Yeah.
Not the games that are gonna come out.
Yeah, but why if you chose the Elder Scrolls franchise to marry, why can't you just say that if Skyrim 2 or whatever comes out, you can't count that?
Yeah, but it's not out.
No, but we didn't even say that. He's talking about GTA 5.
Right.
I was just
You're
saying,
saying
like,
that
even
I would
right
have
now,
to play Skyrim. Like, I'd have to play Skyrim for the rest of my life. It's like, well, I'm just saying. I can't choose something based on something that I'd be able to play in the future. I'm rating it as a quality of how well it did when I played it. I'm not thinking, if I marry Skyrim, I'm marrying it in the hopes that I get to play a new one. I'm marrying it with the thought of how much I enjoyed it when I did play it when it came out versus how much did I enjoy GTA when it came out.
Yeah, but you also got to think about longevity.
Yeah, I think the cherry on top, just an added feature, would be like, and if they continue that series, that's like, what I mean?
Like,
but all those
if you
series,
chose a dead
same
series,
thing, it's
you're
gonna
gonna play, like,
continue. Yeah,
Save Skyrim was the last Elder Scrolls, but they made 3 more GTAs. Would you rather marry GTA?
Yeah.
As a franchise, I didn't say like GTA 5 versus Skyrim versus Red Dead 2.
Right.
yeah.
I said franchise, GTA.
yeah.
Like, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, I just meant franchise.
Oh, okay. So like hope, yeah.
I don't know. It's like Elder Scrolls is.
Because like I'm not as hopeful for Red Dead's future
Really?
as I am for like GTA or Elder Scrolls. Red Dead didn't.
I mean, we're also talking like 5 to 10 years in between games, so it's also,
Yeah, and the next one is Grand Theft Auto, which
Yeah.
means the one after that is Red. Are
But
they
it's
even
hard-
gonna make another Red Dead?
I say yes because combined they both sold a combined 150 million copies between the two franchises. That's like more than.
The only thing they'll have
That's
to
like-
do is I'm interested to see with Red Dead if there's gonna. I mean, I know they've added stuff and it's definitely totally different than from when we played the online, but I don't know. There's definitely a different pace of GTA. I mean, GTA. I don't.
It seems like it's well supported. I just don't know who the fuck is playing Red Dead
Yeah.
Online. I haven't even seen footage of it.
No.
Right.
Who are these
Right.
people playing it?
Right.
Yeah, because fucking GTA to this day, I feel like every week I see someone on like Facebook, like a sponsored ad where it's like get the new car. It's like some new. Fucking,
Oh yeah, Instagram. I see. Like,
yeah,
they look like legit ads.
yeah, they do.
And it's
yeah,
for a car in the game.
yeah. It's like damn,
It's like
man.
just added, and it's like a literally advertisement for the car.
I don't know. I have a
Yeah,
hard.
but what would I be having more fun being forced to play? Would I be having fun playing GTA Online right now? Like new gimmicky...
Yeah, but I think for you, I think you should choose Elder Scrolls. I think if you married,
Yeah.
I think that's
Right?
more of your style.
Because like
Yeah,
new
yeah.
crappy gimmicky shit on GTA Online isn't going to fulfill me as much as doing 12 different playthroughs of Skyrim.
That's true.
12,
I'd
at least I'd be experiencing...
I'd rather like say we're talking full catalog, right?
Yeah,
say if
yeah.
you marry GTA, you get all the GTAs. You could dabble with all of them.
Mhm.
If you married Elder Scrolls, you might actually have more content.
Because you
Yeah.
could go off more onto stuff,
Yeah.
you know, and just do.
I couldn't play GTA Online.
Yeah, I'd
I
probably
think the
blow my
one
brains out,
holdback
actually.
too is the one holdback as well as GTA is like the story. They never did any adding to the story.
Yeah.
There's really not much you can do. It's
Yeah,
just
we
a
gonna replay the
playthrough.
story a million times.
That's what I mean. Though
Yeah.
it's just a playthrough.
And then
Whereas,
if you do story v story, it doesn't hold up, right?
yeah,
I think Red Dead out of the 3 games play is the best overall story.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
true.
Like Red Dead 1 and 2 combined is like
I think
some
Red
of the best
Dead-
storytelling.
and I think Red Dead even has maybe more like open world stuff too, like open world longevity compared to GTA. Because GTA, yeah, there's all these missions and things like that, and you can work on your coke or what. I don't know. I feel like Red Dead had some more like Elder Scrolls vibes, where there was little
Elder
side.
Scrolls definitely has the best
Yeah,
open world,
Mhm.
like world you can live in.
Yeah, just because of the amount of quests. Like,
Mhm. Side quests.
because like
and-
Red Dead, yeah, you can like there are side characters you can do quests for, and there's also like little
Question
events
marks.
in the world
Yeah,
and stuff like that. But like Skyrim literally had like the Thieves Guild where they had a whole quest line. And
Yeah.
the fucking
that
Dark
stuff,
Brotherhood.
yeah, that's
don't know.
tough. I'm almost like starting to, even though I have only played a fraction of Elder Scrolls in all those games compared to you guys, it almost makes me want to marry that. But then the tough question is, what would I fuck? Part of me would almost want to say GTA, just because when I think of a one-time sitting,
Are we gonna kill Red Dead?
I'd rather. But I feel like as a one-time sitting, I'd rather play Red
and you're
Dead.
In a
Talking-
one-time sitting, like say you so like
Yeah.
like we've already established, you only get like one playthrough.
Yeah,
I think I would marry Elder Scrolls. I think I would have more fun by myself. I think
Yeah, but
GTA.
one sitting. What are you gonna get? What are you even gonna get done in GTA?
I don't know.
In
Mm.
one
Play until you
sitting.
fall asleep and you get that's it.
I choose Red Dead then
To kill?
to fuck.
Really?
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
because
what I'm
think about
starting-
sitting down and playing even just Red Dead 2 for one night. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You get to at least experience that world and see the fucking awesome
Yeah, we can't.
graphics.
And we
and-
can't base it on the fact that GTA 6 is gonna come out eventually.
Yeah,
We have
yeah.
no evidence of that.
Yeah, it's tough because for a 1-through, that's why I feel like I'd have to go with Red Dead instead of GTA.
Yeah, I think I'm.
kill GTA.
Bye bye GTA.
Bye bye.
I think,
Best
I think I'm
selling.
gonna live. Yeah, I think I'd marry Elder Scrolls just with the fact that
The games are designed for it.
yeah, for single player. I think online, if you're forced to just play GTA Online, you're gonna blow your brains
you can
out.
play as new characters. Like you could be an orc, you could be a fucking
Yeah,
you know, and then you have Oblivion. Oblivion's a great game.
and also GTA Online, dude. Like you'll probably get in a financial crisis because like the money
You'll turn
has,
into a whale.
has some pay to play
Yeah.
aspects.
You'll
like
turn into a whale, dude, if you married it.
Yeah,
You fuck $100,000 a year you spend it on it.
seriously.
all right.
Yeah, it's like anything. It's like when we jumped into it, it's so funny. It's like, oh, I just got to create this club and then join this group, and oh, that's going to be $5 million.
Yeah, it's
Or I
so
could just spend 20.
the amount you
Yeah.
make compared to what you have to spend is like out of whack in that game.
Yeah, they stretched away. Well, that's probably what's funding all these new cars.
Oh, 100%. All right, next one. Fortnite, PUBG, and Apex Legends.
Oof, that's tough.
So I'll go first because I know I definitely am killing Fortnite.
Yeah, I mean you've literally spent no time in it, so I understand that.
And which one would I rather be stuck with?
Yeah,
I think I marry Apex.
Yes,
yeah.
I think that's the solid answer.
Yeah.
Marry Apex, you fuck PUBG, and you kill Fortnite.
I think I'd kill PUBG
Mm.
at this point.
Yeah,
It
it's
has some
so-
good memories, but dude, the game
It's so
it's
broken.
never gonna get where we want it to.
And the thing about it is, like, I have spent a lot of time on PUBG, and there's still a game hasn't come out that has fully replaced
No,
that feeling of
That's true.
the grittiness and stuff to it. But like, I mean, as far as marrying, I can't marry PUBG because I don't think the future is bright.
No.
I think that what's going to happen is another developer will come out with a game that's going to replace that. I don't think
Let's
that
hope.
PUBG itself will ever correct its path.
No.
It's too deep. It's too deep.
Yeah.
So I guess I'd have to say kill for that because like Fortnite. I mean, I would marry Apex because I like the style.
Marrying Apex is easy.
Yeah.
Easy choice.
Because I like the style of it, and there's new seasons just like Fortnite does.
It's probably the best quality game out of the three. Just the fact that it has like the best handling of like first person. It's a well made first person.
Actually, you know what? I'll flip flop. I'm gonna marry Apex. I will fuck PUBG because I feel like I could get in on it, and then I guess I would have to kill Fortnite.
Yeah.
But
I think I'd fuck Fortnite. Kill. I think it's killing PUBG is an easy one. I think it's just not a well made game.
No.
Yeah.
We have good memories with it.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Well, I think it's the most frustrating game because like the times you enjoyed it and like we'd play like this, like when it's fun, but like just fix the fucking game. Like why? And actually, that was a big article I read, which was about that YouTuber stopped playing it, and people like, dude, it's been 3 fucking years since the game's come out, and there's so many issues with it. Like look at Apex Legends that came out of nowhere. Look at all these other games that have come out and have done well for themselves. Even Battlefield's Firestorm.
It's not like PUBG's like that game is one of the highest selling games of the generation. Yeah, it only cost $30.
Yeah.
But at the same point, it was one of the highest selling games of the generation.
Yeah.
Like it should be,
Yeah,
getting somewhere by now.
I remember Luke was saying that when we started playing it and we really liked it, but he was like, dude, I did the math. And he was like, what we paid for the game, is nothing crazy, but like, where's this money going? It's going to
funding Asian people.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
I did
right.
notice
Crazy rich Asians.
that Blue
They
Hole
just spend it on Rise of Kingdoms.
in the mobile game. Well, that's the more popular thing is the fucking mobile version of that game. And that game runs better, the mobile version.
Yeah, but that one's all bots, right?
No, that
there's
one's
humans.
That one's
Oh.
hardcore bots at the beginning. Like that's like straight up bots, and then like as you get better, it switches over to like introducing more players. But that's the bodiest game I've ever played, and the Call of Duty, that was wicked body.
Yeah, but they do that intentionally to get you good at the game.
But yeah, man, PUBG, like what the fuck? Like I think it even speaks volumes of the guy Brendan Green. Or is it Brian?
Yeah, it's Brendan Green.
Who created it? Like he got with
he's separated from. He's not
Blue
even part of
Hole
it
was like,
anymore.
yeah, let's port it and we'll do better, and was like, oh. And then now when you log into the game for a while, Blue Hole's not listed. It's a different game that just bought the rights to it, or a different company.
It's just PUBG Corp now.
Yeah, it's like its own thing. Yeah, they
Weird.
fucked up that game.
And like now they hired the guy from Sledgehammer, the guy who was the head of Sledgehammer
Oh,
Games.
that old, yeah,
They got a big tall bald guy.
yeah.
He fucking left Sledgehammer and Call of Duty to go work at PUBG Corp to make a single player PUBG
Yeah.
game
Who the fuck wants
in the
to play
PUBG
that?
universe.
Who wants to play that?
I have no idea.
When
That
they
that game's
announced-
never coming out. That's fodder.
When I announced that, like that is a perfect example of they have no idea what people want.
No.
Yeah.
Fix the game.
No.
Right.
Fix these simple bug issues and like these whatever the stuff. We're gonna make a campaign so you can learn what happened here.
Right.
Who wants to fucking play that?
The weirdest thing is that at E3, this is unrelated to PUBG, but it has some slightly connected to it. A year or two ago at EG, this game called Crossfire X got announced. Do you remember that game, Chase? Crossfire X. You heard of that?
It sounds
It's
familiar.
it's the Asian version of Counter-Strike, right?
Oh, okay, yep.
So it's called Crossfire X, and it's coming to Xbox within the next year. So it's gonna be exclusive to the Xbox.
Wait, is that the one that like it's like we watched them on I think once. It's like Counter Strike, but it's a little bit Overwatch mixture, or is it like a straight rip off of?
No, I think that's something different. You're thinking
that's
of something
different. Yeah.
No, this is literally like a Counter Strike.
Oh, okay.
So it's coming to Xbox eventually. Remedy, who made fucking Alan Wake, Control,
Mm-hmm.
they're making the single player part of the game. Isn't that weird? Isn't that
That's
weird?
weird.
It's a first person shooter, but Remedy, who made Control, is doing the single player.
Really?
What a weird combo.
That is
Well.
strange.
Yeah.
I wonder
So it
what's
could be good.
What's the point if like they're like, hey, you guys are good with story based, so you're gonna do that, and then we'll focus on them like these.
It's
people.
supposed to be pretty popular. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a franchise that it's not even in America. Crossfire. It's like an Asian Counter Strike. So
Hmm.
it's gonna be an exclusive for Xbox. We'll see. It'll probably suck. I mean, Counter-Strike, I mean, it's one of the biggest games,
Mm.
period. But if you watch it, you're like, what? Why?
Yeah, it's fucking.
It's so...
that is the twitchiest of Twitch.
It's switchy. There's no recoil.
like,
It's just
yeah,
like,
just
wherever you put your mouse is where the bullets go.
yeah, and like supposedly, like with an AK, there's a way to like. I remember I watched this stupid thing they're talking about the recoil, but that is like the great, like just fucking real fast.
People
like, twitchy.
sniping that game are incredible.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, that's that Shroud kid. Yeah, that's what he was made his money on.
Loser. All right, let's bang this out. We gotta hurry up and
Cyberpunk.
we were just taking too long. Star Wars, Marvel, DC.
Kill DC.
Oh, but Batman.
Fuck Marvel. And marry Star Wars.
Oh
See, as
yeah.
much as I love Star Wars, I just don't know what the future of it.
See, this is tough too because it's like you think about what the movies have done for DC, which hasn't done them any favors.
Yeah,
but then
way
you
too
think
up
of
and down.
DC as itself, of like what it contains, and it's hard to
And it's
not
like, I
have
love
one
Batman.
influence the other. Yeah,
I love Batman.
I love Batman.
like because the recent DC
See,
stuff
marry
is just
DC?
fucking trash.
No,
Yeah, no.
I guess I'm gonna have to kill DC.
Yeah, I
I
feel like
might,
it's-
yeah, but I might marry Marvel. I just feel like the future's brighter. I trust them more. You know?
Yeah, the movies.
Well, the TV shows I bet will be good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Star Wars, man, is so.
well, as far as a catalog, you have a lot more go. Well, I mean, as far as movies, that you have a bigger catalog with
Yeah,
Marvel.
like Marvel, you have like fucking 30 movies they choose from.
Yeah. Yeah, then Star Wars has all their movies, and they have games, and the whole culture.
That's true. I guess I am more of a Star Wars fan than Marvel.
You know?
All right, I'm marrying Star Wars, baby. And I'll fuck Marvel right in its ass.
That is
You got
tough.
one more?
Oh, yep. I'm...
All right, I got one. Marry, fuck, kill. RPGs, first-person shooters, and sports games.
Ooh.
Say that again.
RPGs, first-person shooters, and then sports games.
It's tough.
Because I do have sports games, and I've liked them for a long time now.
Mm.
It's probably one of my most played genres,
Mm.
which is kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
It's so hard because like first person shooters is like, if I were to think should I marry, I'm like that's a hard thing to be stuck with.
To
Yeah.
just commit to.
Yeah,
But at the same
Because
time,
you have
sports
no
games
break.
are kind of fucking. You know, there's only like 4 of them.
like RPG is kind of like
Yeah, but fighting games.
Yeah, but fighting games is its own genre.
Well, I mean, like MMA or boxing.
Yeah, MMA and boxing would be included in it.
Yeah.
I think I'd have to say
But-
I'd
but-
marry RPG
NHLs,
games.
Maddens,
I think I'd
FIFA,
have
NBA. There you go, that's all of them.
NBAs, 2Ks.
It's like 5 games.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's 5 It's 5 sports. It's 50 games
That's true.
that
Mm.
you've played all
That's true. And every year you keep getting mad.
I know.
of. Yep.
I feel like I'm leaning towards like marrying RPG games just because I feel like
I think the genre RPG is the widest genre. I think I'd marry
Yeah.
RPG too, even though
Yeah.
it's
Plus-
not even my number one.
Right.
and I feel like
There's
it's
just way more variation.
Mm-hmm.
And I've played so it's kind of scary because I feel like I'm slowly positioning to fucking, or not fucking, to killing first person shooters. But I have played so
Yeah,
many
that's our
first
number
person
one.
shooters.
That's a number one.
But then it's like actually no, but I guess I could say I could fuck that where I would just get enough of a taste. But it's also hard to say fuck sports games. 'cause
Yeah,
I marry RPGs, I fuck sports games, and I kill first person shooters.
I
It's
think
easy for me.
You know, I'm gonna agree with that. As much as I love first person shooters, if I had RPGs, I could live.
I
Yeah.
never enjoy first person shooters,
Yeah.
so why would I?
I mean, me and Chase played so many of them.
yeah.
Destiny.
I haven't
Call of
enjoyed
Duty
one
World
since
War.
I was. Like,
I
a
feel
young
like
pup.
I'm interested to see that if the first person genre takes a different turn, just in the sense of like,
That's battle royales too.
yeah, that's everything in there.
Uh-huh.
Except
Well, I guess
Fortnite.
this third person shooter
You should have just said shooters.
shooters. Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess
just
that's what I meant.
shooters,
Then you
yeah.
get third person.
That's
in
what I
there.
meant.
Yeah, I mean, as of now, I guess I would agree with that. I'm hoping that like with first person shooters, if the next big wave is like slower paced, more like tactical shooters instead of the fucking fast paced Call of Duties and stuff.
One could wish.
Or
Well,
both.
Call of Duty's never going anywhere.
No, that'll never go
We're gonna be
anywhere.
50.
Yeah.
You know, it's not that far off.
Madden's frustrating.
And Call of Duty was still coming out.
I mean, the thing with Madden is it's frustrating, but you can just resort to doing challenges and doing that and not having.
You also have FIFA.
Yeah.
You know.
Whereas first-person shooters, I mean, it's really. I mean, in my eyes, it's just full-blown multiplayer.
Sometimes I just don't want to play first-person shooters. If I was married to it, I would actually take my eye and I'd smash it on the corner of the coffee table.
It'd be
until
terrible.
Because there's times where I literally cannot even look at a first-person shooter.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh no, they're draining. That's fucking.
It's draining, dude.
But it's probably what you play the most of.
Not much anymore.
All right,
shooters, yeah.
That's what
almost
I mean
every
is
game
shooters.
revolves around shooting.
How about Fuck, Marry, Kill, Madden Edition would be.
Oh god.
I'm trying to think of the it would be. I guess you'd say. It'll be too easy. I was gonna say like franchise mode.
Superstar KO.
yeah.
Training.
Easy. We're all gonna kill Superstar KO.
Yeah.
Training mode.
Yeah, training.
Actually,
skill
I would just marry head to head Mutt. That's all I'd want to ever play is against people.
Oh,
That's it. Fucking rip my hair
all
out.
right. Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, The Leftovers.
Ooh, that's tough.
I just tried to come up with 3 of like recent bomb TV shows.
So I marry the leftovers. I fuck Game of Thrones, and I kill.
I knew you were gonna kill Breaking Bad. When I was writing it, I knew. I already predicted it.
My initial thing is almost wanting to kill Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it was
Just
my
for the
first,
sour taste of left.
That was my
Kinda,
first
yeah.
thought, but then I was like, yeah, but just fucking Game of Thrones would be perfect. Not
But also-
having to ever get to the end.
But also marrying, I'm trying to think of like what I wouldn't mind watching over and over.
What
I'd
could I
probably
live
marry-
without?
I probably marry Game of Thrones.
What could I live without?
Nah.
I couldn't live without leftovers, and I could not live without Game of Thrones.
Oh, but I love Breaking Bad.
I could live without Breaking Bad.
I
We
love
do
that.
every day.
Well, you're like in the 1% of people who like are sour about Breaking Bad for
I'm
some
not
odd reason.
sour.
You've been very vocally sour.
I'm not sour. I just don't chalk it up to all the hype that everyone chalks it up to.
You didn't even finish it
Yeah, I did. You always say that I never
because
finished
you
it.
never finished it.
And I definitely
this is
finished
this is a reality where you never finished
the
it.
chain
You're
gun in the
right.
back of the fucking car. I didn't see that.
I think you just read that somewhere.
I think
Yeah.
spoilers.
I definitely finished it.
All right. Let's just say we all agree. Marry Breaking Bad. No, I was kidding.
Yeah. For every day.
All right. It's pretty easy, right?
If it was
Marry Game of Leftovers? No.
I marry leftovers
I'm marrying Game of Thrones.
because leftovers isn't gonna
It's
let
got
you
more
down.
lore and stuff to dive
Leftovers
into.
isn't gonna let you down.
It's got more titties.
You know, you gotta marry the ride or die.
All right, last one. Friends, Seinfeld, or The Office?
Oh, that's easy for me. Marry The Office,
I know kill Friends.
kill Friends, and kill Seinfeld. Who gives a shit? I'll skip the rape. I'll just go straight to murder.
I guess I'm killing Friends.
Oh, I love Friends.
I'll kill Friends, and I'd fuck a Seinfeld. Because I never really watched it much, but in the later years when I watched Larry David, and I love that show, is when I gained obviously the appreciation.
Like I love
for
Seinfeld, but I think I
Yeah, you love.
personally
You
just
love-
like
you
Friends
love
more.
Yeah.
You
You
know?
are a Friends guy.
Which was I think was a common debate in the 90s.
Mhm.
You know, I think because they weren't like
yeah, those
they're
are
on the
two-
same network, but they were definitely popular at the same time.
Those are two heavy hitters yet occurring at the same time.
Yeah, dude,
You
the
know?
90s,
Well,
king
everyone
of the
marries
sitcoms.
Office.
huh?
Everyone marries Office.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No one.
Oh
in the
god,
world.
The Office is the friends of our time.
I was watching Office last night.
I'm glad all three of us like
The
The
Office-
Office, because that would be a tough one for me for people that don't like The Office.
yeah.
That's like an awkward situation. That's just
Kill
like,
the
really?
Office.
Well, Heather doesn't like The Office, but
I mean,
it doesn't.
it's one of those sense of humors that some people just don't. Or like I always joke, people would joke and be like, you know, when guys are like, I don't get Michael Scott, I don't know why he's funny and this and that. It's like, well, you might be Michael Scott if you don't
Yeah.
understand what's funny.
Oh, here I got one. This is a quick one. The same thing as the last one: Game of Thrones, Leftovers, and Breaking Bad, but first season only.
Ooh.
Then it changes, I think.
Yeah, they're all pretty excellent first seasons, in my
Mm.
opinion. Oh my god,
That is tough
that's a tough one.
because they all have left that's the first impression.
Game of Thrones ending obviously sucks, and for me personally, the Breaking Bad ending season. Like I like the beginning of Breaking Bad better than I like the ending of Breaking Bad.
We never saw the ending, so.
Yeah. In Mike's mind, I never saw the ending. So Breaking Bad, like the first season, is
so
amazing.
Good. Oh yeah, it is. It's so good. Oh.
Man, that's tough.
That is tough. I have a hard time.
Game of Thrones might have the most
killing any of them.
lackluster first season.
I don't know, dude. When they kill that, when you think they killed the little boy, like, that's like a great first episode.
And then they kill Ned Stark at the end.
Yeah,
That's
that might be
insane.
the best out of the three.
That's insane.
I don't know. I mean, I thought
it makes it a lot harder.
Breaking Bad was good and it had a cult, but I don't think it hit as hard as Game of Thrones. And obviously,
not at all.
Leftovers did not hit as hard as Game of Thrones.
Breaking Bad got more popular like as it was going.
Yeah.
Well, so did Game of Thrones.
I didn't. It's funny because that's why it was like my first real binge was Breaking
sick.
Bad because I was sick, and then it was like I had like 5 seasons I could watch, and I just went ham.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I think Game of Thrones. Because that was like a holy shit. This show is crazy.
So was Leftovers. We were obsessed with the Leftovers.
Yeah.
I think honestly,
uncensored days.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's tough. I honestly don't
That makes
know
it
which
so much
one
harder. I almost can't make up my mind.
Yeah, I don't think I can even answer this. How about I just kill myself?
Just marry, fucking kill myself.
Yeah.
Fuck my own ass.
All right, that was Marry, Fuck, Kill. We'll have to return to that eventually.
I just want to circle back. Just a real kill would be
Dragon Age.
Dragon Age.
Yep,
that was
agree.
the first thing that came to my mind when you mentioned this. And I was like, I hope it gets to the point where I just can say,
Jupiter's Ascending.
Yeah, Jupiter's Ascending.
All right, here we go. Last one. Marry, Fuck, Kill. The XFL, the WNBA, or the
AEW.
CFL.
What did you just say?
AEW.
Wrestling.
You can marry. What are you talking about? 2 of the options are good.
You put my AEW in the
2 of the options are good options.
Oh, it's AEW Marry. Even if you guys aren't really 100% into wrestling, at least it's a weekly storyline.
XFL's
52
real.
weeks a
I don't
year.
know.
XFL's real.
WNBA.
Yeah, but it might not be here in 2 years.
WNBA.
And you'll be left with nothing. What?
WNBA has been getting better.
Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out.
AEW is number 1. Because you get addicted to the soap opera-ness of it.
Yeah, but XFL's real.
Yeah, but dude,
XFL's actual sport.
Yeah, but you don't know any of the fucking players.
Yeah, but they're really trying. They're actually competing.
Yeah, but
there's a strong argument there.
Yeah, but AEW is more of like it should be in like a TV show category because it's like wrestling. It's not fucking real.
I'll fuck it.
I was trying to do 3 shitty sports. You chose one that's a fucking soap opera for balding 30-year-old men.
I'll fuck it. I'll fuck that 30-year-old man.
What would even be the third option for like?
That's what I was trying to think. I almost said what's the basketball one? The fucking D League. I was gonna say the D League.
Oh.
Or like
slam ball.
Or like slam ball. Yeah,
the
a defunct slam ball on Spike TV from 2004.
Yeah.
Or I was gonna, maybe like the Paw Sox.
yeah.
All right, Marry, Fuck, Kill. It's Dragon Age, Jupiter's Ascending.
Oh,
and what's the third worst thing ever?
Mass Effect 3.
Oh, Mass Effect Andromeda.
Andromeda.
Marry, Fuck, Kill. That's it.
It's easy, Mass Effect Drama. Because
Gets
that game
killed?
was like a 7. No, I marry that. That's like a 7 out of 10. That's like compared to two ones.
Yeah, what else would match with that trash? I'm trying to think what would be a good
hate
third.
Dragon Age. And I hated Jupiter's Ascending.
What else is that bad? For us. What was it? There's something out there.
Mafia 3.
Well, I know Evolve pissed Chase right off.
Yeah, that was
that
just
game.
fucking...
But that wasn't even that bad, though.
That was a great game, and then just hit this wall. It was just like...
The game did go defunct. Like, it's literally not playable now.
That's crazy that game, how quickly was unsupported.
Something as equally bad as those two.
Yeah, what? I mean, that goes to show how bad Jupiter's
hard.
Ascending and Dragon Age is.
How about we just all agree to kill Jupiter's Ascending without even thinking about it? Because that's one of the worst things I've ever watched.
Yeah, but Dragon Age.
The fact that I dragged you guys there, it's something I have to live with for the rest of my life.
Yeah, but that's
Dragon Age, I spent
and the movie
$60
tickets.
on.
Yeah, but Jupiter's Ascending, we like instantly were on board that it sucked. Dragon Age, I remember trying to convince myself.
I spent real money
I
on
liked
that.
It. Yeah, I was like, no, this isn't as bad as I think. It's okay that his legs are sticking out both to the left side. It's okay. It's okay.
It had so much hype.
I'll recreate my guy because the elf looks like a weird fucking
faggot boy.
Yeah.
Excuse my language.
And then I made the big guy, and then I was like, oh, the big guy looks just as bad.
Yeah.
This game is designed to play as just a regular size human.
game sucked.
Yeah, that's. I don't think there's. I can't even think of something.
And thank God I had EA access at the time because I got to play the 10-hour trial.
Oh,
And I was like, oh, you guys bought it.
oh. Yeah, that was. I can't. And I think what makes that game worse is it won Game of the Year. I don't know who they paid or who they blew. How did that even happen? There was definitely some way better games that
Maybe it
came
had a
out.
stellar ending.
Oh.
It should have been Middle Earth.
Oh, UFC 3. That one's pretty bad.
Yeah.
We were pretty let down by UFC.
Yeah, but
3.
even that's like a
I
7.
think UFC 3 was
graphically it looks better than
is
2.
the reason why my headboard is missing a
graphically
plank.
is all it's better at.
What
I think UFC 3 is the reason why my headboard has planks and spaces. It's missing one because I punched it out because I was playing and it was the fucking
Is it UFC 2?
Oh, maybe it was
2 is the one
Yeah.
that we all were into.
Yeah,
3
yeah,
came
yeah,
out
yeah.
and none of us.
That was just multiplayer, just typical
3 was horrible. And remember we kept trying to go back?
Yeah, I've tried to go back like 3 times because it's on EA Access. I
And
can
it's
download it.
so bad.
It's just like they fucked the whole game up.
Yeah.
They slowed it down and then they also turned it into
The
like
buttons.
a button mashy
Mortal
what is this?
Kombat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like this is not right. This
Marry,
is not
fuck, kill.
right.
Marry, fuck, kill. You
No,
marrying
we have
that-
to move on.
You're marrying that game?
There's actually some big news this week. Fuck. And now I have to narrow down the big fucking articles.
Narrow
Good.
it down.
Keep it to the top 3.
What's the bullet
All
points?
right, Witcher season 2 has begun production.
That's good.
Cool. Move on.
Next.
Microsoft Flight Simulator will include all airports on Earth. Moving on.
You already told us
Wait,
next.
they'll link or just
What?
Would you say they link them?
No, we'll include.
Will include.
Oh, okay, yeah. Hopefully. It's great if you're a terrorist. You can start planning.
Westworld season 3 trailer came out this week, which we obviously didn't watch, and also you guys haven't seen season 2. But I've heard the season 3 trailer is amazing.
Really?
Really?
Yeah,
Is
Cool.
it
but
good?
I haven't watched it yet. So
Cool. Move on.
let's see. Oh, Borderlands movie in production, directed by Eli Roth, who did Hostel Part 1 and 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
Marry, fuck, kill that, dude.
I was gonna say maybe they should have got the guy who did the most recent Mad Max for that. It's basically a Mad Max movie. in
Oh,
my
you mean-
eyes.
Wait, the Mad Max?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that director is actually a good director.
I know. Well, he's got.
He's
a
also
little bit
old
of-
too. He's like
got some
fucking
experience
76 or something.
with desert people.
Oh, you know what's this Rainbow Six Siege character Clash deactivated for the 3rd time in 10 months. You know the
Yeah.
African American woman
Yeah.
that always gets fucking banned in
Yep.
like ranked play.
They just got
Why?
rid of. They just took her out.
She's his right here. Rainbow Six's most problematic defender Clash had temporarily removed from the game. 3rd time in 10 months. There's an exploit that she can do. I don't know. The glitch. There's a glitch.
Oh,
is a
so
glitch?
people are just glitching her.
Other team members can fire their weapons through Clash's body length shield.
Oh, wow.
Make-
Oh, so she's bad.
Yeah, she's just a glitch player.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of people voted against her.
Yeah,
for the shield.
when you play ranked in Rainbow Six, she's never there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Always banned.
Same thing with Jackal, that guy that you can see footsteps. He's a hot one to get.
Really?
Yeah, because I guess he is pretty OP. You can track everybody.
I just hate shield people in that game.
Yeah, shields are fucking such a bitch.
Wait, her shield could get shot through, or she can shoot through shields.
Teammates were using a glitch where they were shooting through her shield, so hiding behind her.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay,
Sorry.
okay.
Sorry.
Like
Uh,
a Blackbeard.
The Friends reunion special is officially confirmed on HBO Max.
So, just to confirm, this is not they're not redoing an episode.
No.
This is them getting together.
It's the actors getting together
Okay,
to talk about Friends.
It's the most pointless shit ever.
The
It
funny
is,
thing
it is.
too is there's going to be people that's still going to go over their head and they're going to put it on and say, "Wait, what?
Yeah,
See, I
where's
thought-
Ross? and
Yeah.
Rachel. This is David Schwimmer.
What the hell?"
A report came out that EA quietly canceled a Star Wars Battlefront spin-off game last year.
I wonder if it
Wow.
was just like Battlefront or if it was
Yeah,
Like a
a
shooter?
spin-off. Yeah,
uh,
which kind of makes sense because Battlefront 2 has been going on for so long.
I wonder if it was related to what do they call them? Do they call them heroes in that game? Or what do they call with the special characters like Hans? Are they heroes?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I wonder if the spinoff was like that. If maybe they were just going to only focus on a multiplayer game with, because I feel like when they came out with the heroes only mode, it was pretty popular.
That'd be fucking weird.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's why they silently said.
Now, a report came out that a new Star Wars movie is being directed by J.D. Dillard and written by the Luke Cage. Remember that show on Netflix, Luke Cage?
Mhm.
Yeah, the writer of that is writing it. Now,
Really?
yeah, but it hasn't been confirmed if it's coming to theaters or Disney Plus. I'm guessing Disney Plus.
Is Dillard that?
This director J.D. Dillard, he's only directed one movie. And it's called this movie called Slight.
Oh, J.D. Dillard. That's the skateboarder kid that Jack Osborne was friends with back in the Osbournes reality TV show.
Really?
I think so.
Dillard.
Fuck out of here.
Dillard.
There was, I think, a Dillard or Dylan
Really?
something.
Dylan. Yeah, maybe.
There was, I think it was Dillard. I'm almost interested. I don't even know why that. popped
Now,
up in my head.
Activision is gave a subpoena to Reddit to pursue the Call of Duty Battle Royale leaker.
Oh yeah, I saw
You hear about that? Did you hear about it, Chase?
Yeah, no, they're pushing hard on it, which is funny because people are like, why are they even? I mean, what are they? Are they just really that pissed? I mean, they're not good at hiding it and just fucking own it and
Yeah.
just release it.
They've done such a horrible attempt
Is
at.
the way that he uncovered it even illegal?
I don't know. I don't know if it was through code or no. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't think it even was code. There was
Isn't it
no,
code, isn't it code on your own game?
yeah, but there was people like hacking into like
Yeah.
and like releasing videos of like gameplay and shit. Like
It was
Oh,
almost like
there's-
a tutorial of like how you search, loot and how you do. But the first thing was that one kid was he just posted. He's like, "Oh, look what I found," and it was like cover art where it just said Warzone and it showed some players like standing on a car or whatever. So it's not even like he data mined. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder
it's
too.
been an awful lot of leaks. I'm not even sure which leak they're even talking about
Yeah,
because like there's been like fucking 15 of them.
yeah, it's bad. And they have still not even come out on their own to confirm that it's coming.
Yeah, they're fucking playing dumb.
Yeah,
They're too mad.
yeah, that's what it
Find
is.
somebody.
Yeah.
They just they had this big plan that they would release the Battle Royale for this very successful game 6 months after
Yeah,
release.
Yeah, you got 6 months left for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's only 6 months left.
Yeah,
What about
that's
Blackout? They don't even talk about Blackout. Do they even change the map anymore?
Probably.
Like, how does
not.
that game even work now?
I know.
Is it just dead?
It's just like Evolve.
It is
not
like a dog
supported.
of what it works. Evolve literally doesn't
See,
work.
that is the tough thing with these games is like with Fortnite, there's no Fortnite 2 to really replace it. It's just seasons. Call of Duty
Yeah.
is in that yearly thing. So it's like,
It's old.
yeah.
It's such an old concept for a game like it. And it's like, do you even need like a game like that every year? Like, it's not.
I know Madden, you have new players and like you know what I mean, and how people play and new starters and whatever.
It technically is just roster updates, but they do try to change some gameplay stuff. Madden just needs a new engine. It's
Yeah.
plain
Yeah,
and simple.
They just
They-
heavily need a new
I can't-
engine, a new AI.
Yeah,
I can't.
It's just
I'm getting
old.
sick of seeing what animation I get,
yeah.
or being like, oh no, that animation overrode.
It shouldn't
that.
even be animations. It should be literally physics running into each other.
Yeah.
Like your player should react to how he's getting hit with
Yeah.
momentum, and it's not. It's literally when you get hit, an animation happens.
It
Yeah,
triggers an animation.
Yeah, it's just old. Like this. No, it's
And it's
not.
all like stat based success.
Yeah,
Mhm.
If you have a higher break tackle than this,
it should not. It should be the weight of the player that you're playing as compared to the other. You know, it should
Yeah.
be real physics.
or even like the pursuit angle. Like if you're a running back, right, and then like you can position yourself to cut back, and then the defender, because of physics, isn't positioned right. They should lose. Whereas now it's like, oh no, you have a 98 so and so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they have that stat. So as soon as you get in that field, like their animation's gonna latch on and you're good. Like that's so fucking lame.
Yeah, like having a 99 break tackle, like that's a cool stat, but at the same time, it overrides everything.
Yeah.
It's like the first 4 tackles don't count.
yeah, no,
for
it's
Eric
stupid.
Dickerson.
Oh my, don't
All
even
right,
get
we
me
can't- we
started.
can't
Don't
get-
even get me
no more
started.
Madden
here we go.
No more Mad Talk.
Welcome to the Madden podcast.
No.
All we talk about is Madden.
Madden late night.
Marvel's Kevin Feige almost quit Marvel over the lack of diversity while making Avengers 1.
Hmm.
Because they wouldn't let him make like Black Panther and Captain Marvel.
Really?
Yeah, he almost quit.
I heard Stan Lee was quite the sexist racist.
Really?
Yeah, he put his foot down.
Don't ever talk about Kobe. Don't ever talk about Stanley.
Hey, Ari Shafir, pipe down.
Yeah, rest in peace, Ari Shafir.
Fuck Kobe. Fuck Stan Lee.
Whoa,
Fuck Nipsey Hussle.
my God, you're gonna get blacklisted like Ari Shafir did.
Good.
Ori? Who's
Oh,
that?
did you guys hear about this? CD Projekt Red, who made The Witcher and now Cyberpunk, is the second most valuable game developer in the whole of Europe, only behind Ubisoft. They're
Wow.
valued at $8 billion, and Ubisoft is valued at $9.5 billion.
Wow.
And it's crazy because CD Projekt Red has only made
One game.
the 3 Witcher games.
Yeah, I know.
But Ubisoft
has
makes like 100,000 games.
Yeah, I know.
And that's how valuable the Witcher property is right now with the show and the rise in
anticipation.
sales. What?
In the anticipation of Cyberpunk.
And yeah.
I
that
can't
too.
wait. Yeah. I
Keanu
can't wait
Reeves
for
gave
that
them a nice
game.
bump.
Yeah.
When did that get pushed to? From
September.
Oh yeah, from the spring.
All right,
Don't
yeah.
worry, it'll get pushed to spring.
Now Xbox Series X was announced. The stats for it pretty much. Basic stats has 12 teraflops of GPU power, graphical power, which is double the Xbox One X. Supports backwards compatibility, all the way back to original Xbox games. We'll have ray tracing, which is like basically like futuristic lighting.
Yeah, that's the new thing.
Supports up to 120 frames per second. Has quick resume for multiple games simultaneously. So like when you start up Madden again, it's still going. But now you can do it for like 4 games.
I
or
already
something.
don't trust that.
Oh, yeah, well, guess what? You're gonna be able to do it with multiple games.
Well, I'm gonna trust it even
Yeah.
less.
So if you want to play Control, you can hop back into Control and it'll be right sitting there.
From 3 days ago playing.
Yeah.
You'll be playing Madden, call a timeout, switch over to Control, do something real quick, go back.
Yeah. But me and Thomas share an Xbox, so that cancels out everything. That feature doesn't matter for us because I'll just get on and play my game and it won't even matter.
Yeah.
Now, one of the biggest things is that I've been wondering, like, how are we just gonna get say Madden comes out in August
Mm-hmm.
when we get the new Xbox? Last gen when Xbox One came out, I had Madden. I bought in August, and then Xbox One came out in November. I had to rebuy Madden.
Oh yeah.
What are they gonna do this gen?
Yeah.
But Xbox has at least done for them. They're doing this thing called smart delivery. So like every Microsoft made game will have smart delivery, meaning that it will just give you the best version available. So like say Halo comes out and you have it on Xbox One, then you buy the new Xbox, you'll just get the upgrade for free. You don't have to rebuy Halo.
Really?
Yeah. So when they announced that, the only developer so far to confirm that they'll do the same is actually Cyberpunk. They said in a tweet that you should only have to buy the game once, and that they will release the Xbox Series X version for free.
Is that an Xbox? That's not an Xbox exclusive, is it?
No.
Yeah.
But PlayStation, they haven't really even talked about the PS5 that much. So
That's
thank
good.
God.
I mean, I feel like it is a fucking really shitty thing to do.
Yeah, if you have to rebuy Cyberpunk?
Yeah, like rebuy a game.
No, it's not the world we live in. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Plus a save file.
Yeah, true. You want your
Oh,
save file
yeah.
to carry over. You don't. I don't know. I mean, the game does come out in September, but I probably won't even beat it by then. I'll probably play 3 hours. Knowing me,
It's like 3 hours and then run away.
the game's probably way too long. If it's
Yeah.
anything like The Witcher, it'll be way too long.
Oh,
Way
what,
too overwhelming.
Cyberpunk? Oh, yeah.
The Witcher is one of the longest games. It's like 100 hours.
Who even really cares about quick resuming multiple games?
I don't know. People who just like
Who's that applicable
they're
to?
playing Fortnite and they want to go play Madden.
Like this
So
is,
you?
yeah. And instead of it just backing out of the game because you're not going to change your mind 10 minutes later, and those extra minutes of loading's really
I don't
gonna.
know. They're just focusing on speed.
Yeah.
The solid state drive, and
It's gonna be super
it's so fast with no loading times. Anthem fans celebrated the game's first birthday, even though BioWare didn't, which is funny because it's like a live, it's a live game, so it's like they're releasing content all the time.
Oh,
They're doing,
yeah.
seasons, whatever the fuck they're doing, and it's like the game is so dead at this point that like
There wasn't
BioWare
even
didn't even
anything-
do a thing inside the game for their first birthday. Which is like every other game. Like Apex just had their first birthday.
Yeah.
Right.
And like
Didn't they say
something.
that they were doing a massive overhaul?
They are, but they don't ever. There's no release date. Like that game's dead. Who? Just because you like, I feel like it's a waste of money at this point.
Yeah.
Cut your losses.
I mean,
no one cares.
as far as a highly anticipated game, I did not ever expect that the way it went down and how badly it was received, and like it was just.
No, it was a massively anticipated game.
Yeah.
From Bioware, the people made Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Comes this,
and it was supposed to almost be like a potential Destiny killer, where
Yeah.
it was gonna like take over that whole.
and it looked epic. I mean, it
Yeah.
looked like Iron Man fucking flying around. Well, it wasn't that? Well, the Iron Man part was that. Everything else sucked. Mission Impossible 7 has been production has been halted due to the coronavirus outbreak in Italy.
Oh Jesus!
Oh no,
Yeah, so that movie's been it's gonna probably end up getting delayed.
probably gonna suck now.
Yeah.
Maybe they should take a hint from Mission Impossible 2 about
Nope.
the virus.
Oh, they can
Ah.
incorporate the coronavirus.
Yeah,
The Chimera. as it's
Chimera
called.
they should just
virus.
re-release
Oh.
Mission Impossible 2 as Mission Impossible 7 and just dub over some things and change it.
They should.
Oh,
You're right.
Yes, I like it. I like
They
it.
should do that. They should just add in all the deleted scenes.
Yeah, and instead of calling it the Chimera, they just have a poorly dubbed over
Corona.
Corona.
Now, Rainbow Six Siege developers say that they want to go free to play one day. And they say the major thing that's holding them back from going free to play is that smurfing. Is that what it's going on? Smurfing is a serious problem in the game where experienced players create a second account in order to play against players of lesser skill.
That is try
And
hard.
I guess it's a serious problem in Rainbow Six that they're still trying to figure out how to contain.
Oh, so they make a lower level character just
to play ranked play again. And like say you hit ranked play and you get like super far,
Yeah.
you know.
Instead
And you're
of
only
like,
playing diamond. You know, say
Yeah.
the highest level is diamond.
Mm,
You're only playing diamonds.
mm,
But if say you want to like play shitty people and feel good about yourself,
and still
you
rank
make a second
up.
account and you just poop
Yeah.
on people.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid.
Well, it seems like a problem. And I'm
Hmm.
fucking sick of
But
it.
wouldn't that be? Why is that holding them back from making it free to play?
I don't know, maybe it's on
Wouldn't that be a problem in any game?
it says Ubisoft has a team Ubisoft has a team dedicated to making smurfing less of a problem. If that team is able to lessen its impact, then Siege will be closer to going free to play. One of the ways to do this is to change how a player's skill will work out.
Maybe it's because if it's free to play, then it's more people have access to it or something.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be a problem with every game ever?
Currently, Siege's ranking system looks at players' win rate, but they're trying to make it so it brings in more stats, so Smurfs aren't matched with lower skilled players.
So they're just trying to make it based on like how well you did.
Yeah, like how well
You
you
do really
how
good
well you
in one
play
game
compared to
than
how
the
many
next
games you win.
game.
Yeah,
But
but that's
wouldn't-
also
could-
treading on.
But couldn't that be an issue in any game?
Yeah.
Couldn't you do that in Fortnite? Couldn't you do that in Apex?
But
Couldn't
what
that
do you
in
think
Call
the
of
difference
Duty?
is between like say it's a $60 game and a free to play game? Like what a free to play game would have more casual players because it's like free,
Yeah, that's what I'm
so they don't
wondering.
want people to get turned off by getting demolished by
maybe
Smurfs. or
maybe
whatever
that's
they're
what
called.
it is.
I don't know.
I mean, I know that like this past Call of Duty, there has been a lot of problems with that. What's the name of it? Skill based matchmaking.
Yeah.
Where it is shitty, where it's by like the matches you play, so it's not by just your general stats. If like you go on and you're not doing that well, then it puts you in lobbies with people that don't have as good of recent stats, and then so you could be doing all right and then be killing these people, and then like you log on the next day, but from what it's based off of, you were killing it last night, so now you're playing against really hard people.
Yeah, and it sounds like Rainbow Six wants to switch to that.
Yeah,
So that's a problem in another game.
yeah, because that makes Call of Duty even way. I mean, it's a hard casual game, but it's impossible to play casual because
Well, Call of
that.
Duty sounds a little sketchy.
No, yeah,
Meaning that like if you're playing bad, they put you in like against shittier people. Like it's.
yeah. Then there was also the
But then
like,
if you're playing good, they put you up against good people. Like
Mhm.
it seems like all over the place.
yeah, and then there's also people found stuff in the code that what it basically meant was if you're really good and you get in a game with someone who's been doing really shitty, they will handicap the shitty person's like maybe hit detection or accuracy
Mhm.
and like damage, and then make the good person like not put out as much damage to offset it, which like that is
Yeah, see, now that's sketchy.
yeah, that's fucking yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Smurfing. Wow, you learn something new every day.
Now, this is actually pretty recent news. This is actually from, I think, yesterday. Lucasfilm reveals Star Wars The High Republic. It's like their new era that they're moving into for books, novels, comics, graphic novels, all that shit. So they're moving into that era. Do you think they'll make a movie about it? It takes place 200 years before the events of Star Wars The Phantom Menace.
Really?
And it's official, yeah. They're moving into a multi-year product where they're going to start writing books and all that shit.
Yeah. I think they'll make movies.
Yeah, I think it's the next destination.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't just waste their time with books.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a movie, either Disney Plus
Yeah, they got to make money.
or a TV show on Disney Plus. There's going to be something that takes place in there. I guess Ghost Recon Breakpoint. People were pretty upset with this game. This is actually recent.
Yeah, I was let down.
There was supposed to be a big update for the game that came out in February, but they delayed it until spring. It was supposed to release some sort of new immersive mode in an engineer class, but got delayed at the last minute. So I guess the community's all upset. Who the fuck is even part of this community?
There's
It's
dozens
terrible.
of us.
There's dozens.
And Ben Affleck has once again called out the Snyder Cut of Justice League to be released. Who gives a fuck? We sucked. When I saw it in the theater, I was like, okay, it's not that bad. The more I think of it, they're fucking trash.
Yeah.
It's like people like this guy I watch on YouTube all the time. Tom's seen him. This guy John Campia. You've seen him, right? Yeah. He recently has been a lot of Batman news, with Robert Pattinson. So he's always been talking. And he always has to repeat himself and say like that Ben Affleck is his favorite Batman. And I'm just like, what? Like,
how is he his favorite?
no, like I liked him as Bruce Wayne, but like him in the suit. Like, what did he do in the suit to make him your favorite Batman?
Yeah, I don't think he's like
There was nothing.
trash, but yeah, there's no redeeming quality of like I put him above.
What's your superpower? I'm rich. Whatever the fuck he says in
Yeah,
Justice
right.
League.
Oh yeah.
That's so fucking stupid. Ugh, what a weird era we were in for about 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Suicide
how
Squad
long?
was a real.
Because Dark Knight Rises came out in 2012,
Mhm.
so we haven't had a good Batman for 8 years. By the time the next one comes out, it'll be 9 years.
Wow.
Yeah, we're not gonna have a good
Yeah.
Batman then. So.
No, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
We'll see.
Andrew's all fucking. He's like negative about the bat suit. He thinks it sucks.
Well, I mean, the vibe that I got from it, which makes sense of what the character is based off, is an early Batman, where it's like his stuff is obviously not.
I also just don't believe. I
fine-tuned.
just don't. Like, set photos make everything look worse.
Yeah.
You know, if they haven't put any of the filter on the fucking visuals,
Yeah,
you're gonna. First of all, he probably has a cape that they haven't CGI'd on yet.
Mm.
You know, everything's gonna look fucking different, dude.
Well, the thing I read was saying that he didn't use a cape early on.
Yeah, there's
in the
also
comic
that.
books.
But
Yeah.
yeah, because that hasn't been. Nothing's been confirmed about even what era this. Like,
Mhm.
what they haven't even confirmed what graphic novel or comic book this is gonna be based off of.
Mhm.
It's only like, people guessing like, oh, it's year zero or whatever
Yeah.
that comic was.
Oh, yeah, the one with the motorcycle.
Yeah,
and
like-
show with the cross.
Like a lot of it's looking like it's part of this thing called Year Zero and all
Yeah.
this shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, the guy John Campy actually said, either there is no cape or they haven't CGI'd on, because that's what they did for Superman, like
Mhm.
Man of Steel. Like,
Mhm.
Henry Cavill didn't have a cape, when he filmed it.
Or a mustache.
It was a CGI'd on. Well, and he had a mustache.
Do it all.
That ruined that movie too, because he looks so fucking weird in that.
DC is just.
It's
fucking-
the worst CGI.
His upper lip was like morphing.
I just love how I can watch Planet of the Apes, and it looks like apes are talking to me.
Yeah, it looks like they're acting. How they got these apes to act like this?
Yeah, but they can't make Henry Cavill's fucking chin. You're telling me that technology doesn't exist?
There wasn't enough money.
It was the weirdest chin I've ever seen.
I just-
Right in the beginning.
With the exception, I mean, what? So, as out of all the DC movies, is Wonder Woman the best that's come out?
I actually didn't mind Aquaman, but it's probably not
Aquaman
as
wasn't
good.
bad. But
It's not bad. It's watchable.
It's still a little corny.
Shazam was fun.
Oh, I forgot about. Honestly, Shazam might be one of the top for me. I mean, Wonder Woman was. I thought it was still good.
I liked Wonder Woman, but I
It
thought
was all right.
the villain was. People overlooked a lot of the problems of that movie just because they were all hyped up over
Well, compared to the
a big,
trash that was.
successful woman.
Yeah.
Nothing against it. I thought Captain Marvel was better. Way better.
I think that the Wonder Woman 1985 looks like it could be pretty cool.
That looks cool.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
Yeah.
That looks like such a good movie. I just thought Wonder Woman 1 just suffered
I
from...
thought it was alright.
Yeah, it just suffered from what a lot of movies suffer from.
Actually, yeah, now I think...
Just a big CGI bad guy in the end. Just like boring.
I think Shazam is the best DC.
Of recent.
Recent, yeah.
Yeah, Shazam. Harley Quinn wasn't bad, but it wasn't...
I forget.
It's a flop. It's probably going to lose money.
I don't know. Suicide Squad,
what am I missing here?
Shazam gets my vote.
Yeah.
People love Man of Steel.
Yeah, the new stuff, it's Shazam. Shazam's the best one.
You think so? Even better than Man of Steel?
Yeah.
I think it's a well-rounded, yeah.
Yeah, I think a movie that had the most fun and also had some like...
I mean, the best DC movie.
Well,
obviously.
DCEU, I guess, is technically... Because like Joker's still DC. It's probably the best DC movie of these movies since... But it's not part of that universe, I guess, technically, or...
Ugh. I remember we were talking about how DC was getting ready to come out with like a grittier, they were going to take the grittier side, not like Marvel's side. I was like, oh, that's great.
Yeah.
No, it's
I remember
not
us
great.
going to the mall to see Batman v Superman. It's like, oh my God. Batman's fighting Superman. Oh my God. Oh my God. But it's so weird because Dark Knight Rises came out 3 years ago. Is it too soon? It might be. Like, isn't that weird how like Dark Knight Rises came out in 2012?
Yeah, they really...
3 years later, we're watching Ben Affleck as Batman.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's like...
Yeah, it is too soon.
This isn't the 90s. You can't just do Val Kilmer than George Clooney. Like,
yeah, in the 90s.
It's like...
There was different rules in the 90s.
Yeah.
When it came to
Give us some fucking space here.
Yeah. Well, especially when it's surrounded by Marvel, where people have been playing the same person for like 10 years.
It feels like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. It's like, imagine if, Robert Downey Jr. was Iron Man, then like Avengers 2 comes out. It's fucking Tom Cruise.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And his face is showing.
Yeah.
Just changed.
They just changed everything.
Justin Timberlake is Hawkeye.
Oh, what? Out of all people. That was a good, I like that casting.
Well, they changed,
Edward Norton.
Yeah, Edward Norton.
But that was over because he was just a stubborn asshole.
They changed Don Cheadle.
Yeah,
They changed to him.
Same reason. He was just a stubborn asshole. Literally, the only times they had to change is because the actors just didn't want to. They wanted more money and wanted more. Well, Edward Norton wanted creative choice over everything.
Like, all right, buddy, relax. It's a Hulk movie.
It's like Edward Norton, fucking relax.
Yeah,
Fight Club was fucking a long time ago, pal.
This is not Fight Club. You're gonna stand on a mark while we tell you to.
We're hiring Italian Job, Edward Norton. We're not hiring Fight Club, Edward Norton.
Yeah.
Okay, this isn't 1997.
Yeah.
Woo! All right. Next week forecast. What the fuck are we gonna say we're gonna do but not do? What do you guys think?
That's fine.
You go first.
Well, I'm definitely.
We should start calling it next week's Broken Promises.
Well, I'm definitely finishing What We Do in the Shadows because I only have like 2 episodes left.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because FX, all of FX's library got added to Hulu.
Oh wow.
And every upcoming FX show is like coming to Hulu, like streaming on it. So like FX has a lot of good TV shows.
Yeah.
Like they make quality ass shit. So that's how I found What We Do in the Shadows. It's like,
Shield?
oh yeah, they made that, and I watched it. I was like, well, this is good.
You're gonna watch The Shield?
No, but I've heard that's good.
Yeah.
But that's very old now.
Right.
And it's like it's one of those shows. It's the case of the week. Which
Yeah.
is like probably. Well, actually, it might not be case of the week, but it probably.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who cares? Case. Why do you have to say that?
Because I always think when I think of FX, that show always pops on because when it was back on in the day, it was fucking jammed down your throat.
FX
The Shield.
has the movies. FX has the movies.
FX has the movies.
Yeah.
FX has the movies.
No, when I think of FX, I think of The Shield. I think of Nip Tuck.
Oh yeah.
Nip Tuck.
I love Nip Tuck.
The kid
Remember
fucking
that?
Heather likes Nip Tuck too.
circumcising his dick and stuff.
Yeah.
And
The kid fucking tries to give himself a circumcision.
That talk about a show that started from point A and got to point Z. It just went some crazy.
That show at the time was the craziest show on TV.
It was, yeah.
Like, it was literally the craziest. It was good too.
I remember I had seen a little bit in the beginning, and then years passed, and then I chimed in on a recent, like a up to date episode, and I was like, oh my god, I don't even know how the hell did the show get to this point.
It was a weird they just started running out of shit. Like the fucking main dude, you know, like the better looking guy, the rich like single guy.
Yeah.
He like gets cancer. He thinks he gets cancer, and then he like falls in love with the secretary who's like not attractive. But then he finds out he doesn't have cancer, so then he dumps her. Because he thought he was dying, so he like just found someone to like take
Just
care of
latched
him.
on the love.
But then he found he wasn't dying, so then he's like starts banging hot chicks again.
Oh. Well, I remember the one episode where the son, like the weird son, like that weird kid, his like girlfriend started cheating on him with some other girl. And they were like hooking up and stuff. And then like it was an awkward like parent meeting where like then they had like a relationship with the three of them. Like when he found out, he was like I remember that.
It was so hot.
Yeah. What else was on FX?
It has the movies.
Has the movie.
I'm trying to think. Sons of Anarchy at the time was huge, obviously.
What was Dexter on when it came out?
That was Showtime.
Oh yeah. That wasn't
I'm trying to think. FX. What else?
The League.
I've loved the show Justified. That's on there.
Oh yep.
The League. Yes. Always Sunny.
Oh yeah.
That's probably the most famous show.
I forget
Hands
that
down.
was FX.
That show is that good show. I mean, they're on pace to become the longest running live action TV show.
That's
like,
crazy.
That's crazy.
Comedy or whatever the fuck it is.
I feel like it's.
Who would have thunk?
I mean, it is obviously really popular, but I still think it's so underrated. Like, I feel like a lot of people don't even know that how long it's been running.
Yeah, I think what season are they on now? 17, 16, 15? I gotta watch the newest season. I wonder if it's on there.
Yeah, I haven't seen the last like 3. I think.
Really?
Like I haven't seen them all the way through.
I just haven't seen the newest, but I think I'm gonna record it on the DVR. I'm not sure. They have every season on Hulu. I saw. Check it out.
Check it out.
So what was all right? So I'm gonna finish What We Do in the Shadows. I might try Kingdom Hearts, but I'm definitely gonna play more Madden.
Ooh,
Definitely.
Because I have some shit that I need to do.
yeah.
I'm trying to get a right guard. Damn it.
How long? Quick question on Madden. How long until we get all the tokens or the
You tell me about
because at this point it seems like this is like
I
an
think there's
8-week program.
No, there's 8 out now. So what? 8 more weeks?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
They're gonna have to release a week where it's like a
A
multiple.
few, yeah.
Right? They have to. It's not worth it. All this fucking. It's not even that they're hard. It's just like me waiting.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
For a 90, 5 to
5?
7?
Yeah.
Or whatever. It's like, what's the range? 90.
Oh yeah, I think it's a range. Yeah, it's not even a guaranteed. Like a 95 to 97. I think.
Yeah. It's like I'm probably gonna get the Shaft. I'm gonna get a 90-5.
Can you get a 95? Something you already have.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna sell them for training because you're not gonna be able to sell them from the auction house.
Yeah, because everyone will have.
Because it's a gift or a challenge, so you can't sell.
Oh
those.
yeah, if it's NAT or whatever.
Yeah.
What does NAT stand for? Like not
I think it's not auctionable.
or tradable?
Oh really?
Not.
What do you think
auctionable.
NAT stands for?
I don't know. I never really thought about it.
Yeah.
I just think it means because I've seen that in the game, non-auctionable.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's one for the books.
I can easily just Google it.
Yeah.
We'll have to come back with the answer next week.
All right, so Madden, not tracking words. Fortnite, I gotta try some more of that. Yeah, that's really it. Oh, Watchmen. When Tom wakes up tomorrow, I'm gonna watch Watchmen.
Yeah, at least at least you guys are in a good roll with that. Just watching it the next day. After
Yeah,
the podcast.
and I'm actually excited to watch that too.
Yeah.
Like I can't wait.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to watch it by myself.
How many episodes is it?
9, I think.
Yeah,
A weird
9
number.
or 10.
Yeah, I think it's 9, which is a weird number. But Tom, what are you gonna?
Watch Watchmen. Maybe I'll watch Honey Boy. That's what it's called, right?
Oh, yeah.
You should definitely throw that on. It's only 90 minutes.
Oh,
Dude, you should watch the end of Breaking Bad.
Yeah, last 3 seasons, right?
Oh, so I can see fucking Mike put the fucking chain gun in the fucking thing and fucking all that stupid shit.
Mike, who's Mike?
Who's Mike?
You mean when Walt kills Mike way before that?
Oh yeah.
So you definitely didn't watch it.
I haven't watched it in 10 years.
But
Yeah, you're right.
tomorrow when you come and get ready to watch Watchmen, Mike's just going to do the switcheroo, be like, oh, we should just watch this Breaking Bad season.
Yeah. Tom, sit down. I need to show you
You're
something.
scrolling through it. Where did you leave off?
Yeah.
Where did you leave off?
He just strangles you.
Actually,
I
better go.
wanted to see Parasite, but I don't know if that's gonna happen.
It's like we could go see it. I think it is still in theaters. We could go see it, but I'd rather watch. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I love Parasite.
I mean,
but it's like-
Parasite.
You've already seen it.
Worst case scenario.
yeah, but I was definitely open to seeing it. But
Yeah.
like after we watched those 2 episodes of Watchmen, I'm like literally dying to watch more of it.
Right.
Mm.
But I saved it because I didn't want to fuck you like I did with The Witcher.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, it is kind of better watching it with someone. I don't really want to watch it alone.
Well, you'll watch 2. You'll watch 1 or 2 tomorrow episodes.
I'm hoping we watch 5, baby.
Let's finish it out.
I mean, we could. We have enough time. If Tom doesn't sleep till fucking God knows when.
Yeah, no, you could. I mean, yeah.
If Tom gets up at a reasonable hour, the world is our fucking oyster, dude.
Plus, yeah, if you start watching it too, I mean, I think it'll probably start really getting good, and you'll be hooked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll really want to probably just keep.
We'll wake up. We'll watch a recap video about Breaking Bad season 1 through 4. Then we'll watch 5.
The more you push on this, the worse I'm gonna rate Breaking Bad until
Yeah,
it pisses somebody
going
off.
forward.
Doesn't even matter.
I'll give Breaking Bad a
already
6.
hated on it before.
Yeah, I
We've
have.
had this
I
conversation.
have.
I think the best of the decade, we had the same conversation in the first episode.
Yeah, because the beginning of the show is better than the end.
I don't agree.
I
don't want to dive into this anymore.
You don't want to talk about it anymore.
No.
And then I'll play.
You know what? Let's dive in. I'm just kidding.
The show loses its magic when they're out of the fucking RV. All right, that's my opinion.
Oh, they leave the
The show's
It
magic.
seems
was
like
in
you
the
wanted
RV.
a limited series.
Yeah.
Because then it would have just been one season.
Well, they're proving that to this day. They're proving that that's turned out to be better. Small, short but sweet. You know.
I mean, it was still a pretty short season show. 5 seasons.
Was it?
Yeah.
Wow.
the 5th was a 2-parter.
When Breaking
Yeah,
Bad,
they just took a break, but it's only like.
I feel like Breaking Bad felt like a lot of seasons.
Well, it's because
Back then,
none of us watched
but
it live.
now,
We all started watching it on like Netflix, and then we watched like Breaking Bad got popular when the 5th season was coming out.
mhm.
Yeah.
Like I didn't watch, like Chase watched it on Netflix,
Mm.
told me about it, then I watched it on Netflix, and then watched the final season, and that was it.
Yeah, but I just feel like back then 5 seasons seemed like a lot. But nowadays, since there's so many shows with so many seasons, it's
Yeah.
like not that much anymore.
Mm.
No, it's not.
It's like,
Especially-
5 seasons, that's not bad.
Especially in like the Netflix world too,
Right.
or
And
the streaming
binging
world
culture
now.
that we're in.
Mm.
Yeah.
I know it's like literally now to this day, like Bethany's like it, and a lot of people are. That if they can't watch a handful of episodes or have the option,
Mhm.
and it's a week by week basis,
Yeah.
it annoys them.
Yeah.
Like it's
I kind of like just one episode a week. That's just me personally, just because
Yeah.
like I have so much.
Well, I feel like too. It's interesting. Like when I don't know if you binge something, I wonder if it's more likely to get to a point where you get 3/4 of the way through and then you drop off, versus like it slowly being released. Like I wonder if there's like what the like if there's a connection of that where you OD on
I think
it.
for me, it's like a bracket of time.
Yeah,
Like I have 3 weeks,
yeah,
and if I don't finish it in 3 weeks, I'm moving on.
yeah.
Like so, if it's coming out once a week, I'm only gonna watch 3 episodes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Unless
true,
it's
I
something
guess.
that I'm gonna love and be hooked on, and then be like, oh, I have to finish this.
Yeah, like Survivor. You're not
Yeah,
gonna watch
yeah,
the
yeah.
first 3, then miss the next
Hey,
Right.
10.
Right.
wait until the next one starts. He's gonna surprise you.
Yeah, who won? What is
Yeah. Where's Tom?
it?
You're sitting out there. You ready to watch it? Yo, yeah. You just close your door.
My
Tom,
room.
coming?
We should have a Survivor minute on this podcast. Really blew it.
Well, Chase doesn't watch Survivor. So.
Yeah, we could have just told him.
How long
He could
is
have closed his
Survivor?
eyes and just pictured it.
How long does when it's on? Are they hour-long episodes?
Yeah.
Yeah. They do the
There's-
occasional 2-hour
There's a
episode.
couple 2-hour episodes every season,
Yeah, like the first one and like midway
and
through
then
the
usually
season.
there's one in the middle,
Yeah.
just
And
randomly.
then the final.
And then
Oh, this is the best.
yeah,
Well, maybe if by the time when is it going to start up again?
it's right now.
It is. 3rd episode's.
Oh, damn!
It's
I was
awesome.
going to say if we finally get tired of talking about Madden.
But you still have CBS All Access?
no,
or did you
I got
cancel
rid of it. Yeah, I got rid
If
of
you
it.
still had that, you could catch up.
I can't. Well, I also canceled my YouTube a few weeks ago, but it works until the end of
really?
this month. Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause I don't.
What are you going to do when you get the house?
Do what I've been doing, just living my life.
Just internet again?
Yeah,
Wow.
I've had just
Impressive.
internet since North Kingston.
They
when I was
might give
living
you a
there.
good rate as a first time home. Like, I swear to God, like,
Yeah.
what I got here, I did not get offered at Winchester.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah,
the
yeah.
package we have here, the 2 years, which is actually coming up, I have to call and probably gonna get fucked. I don't know what we're gonna do. If they raise it too much, I'm fucking. I don't know.
Call ahead. Are you Cox?
Yeah.
So I was told when my internet magically went up without them saying anything, and it was to the same price of like way more megabytes. The lady told me, she was like, "Yeah, just so you know, if you want to call like at least a month before your yearly thing comes up, because she's like, what happens is they just revert it, they'll change it. Whereas if you want to lock in that rate, you got to call us and basically
I think
make
we're
a stink
comfortable.
about
I
it.
mean, 40. We each pay 40, and that's
Mhm.
really good for having a DVR cable with like every major channel.
You know, that is good, because I just do the 300 megabytes, because that's what I did when they upped me last year. It was the same price, and I was only
Yeah.
getting 150. So I told them, I was like, why don't you just give me 300, and you can keep taking the same amount of money.
Oh. You can go to Verizon.
I don't know.
I just feel weird. Like, I just don't really like. I don't want that. Like, a couple times, actually several times now, a Verizon salesman comes to our door,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
answer it, and I get sucked into a conversation.
Oh yeah.
Like, Tom's seen it. Remember when they go to the door, the salesman come, and like, I just like if I had a Verizon, I don't know. It seems like so much effort. Like, I'd rather just fucking get my ass fucked by Cox than have to switch to Verizon.
Well,
Learn
plus
the
you-
channel.
Plus, you
numbers.
never know. A lot of those companies, they make a quick nut on like the setup fees and all that, which
Yeah.
it could just be a one-time fee, but then you have to do all that.
He's gonna be all my house. Verizon uses completely different wires. They'd have to rewire everything.
Oh
They
yeah,
use
these are
fiber optics.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's not like they can just come in here and plug the box in.
I know.
They have to rip all this shit up.
It's all right for the low price of $19.95. 20 easy payments.
No, I'm not doing it. So Cox.
Well, no, I mean, I'll just do internet, because I'm just not even used to having cable, so I'm not. Even when I had the YouTube thing and I was watching mainly for sports, I'd be like, oh, maybe put something on, and then a commercial came on and be like, yeah, I remember why.
well, the good part is that you can cancel at any point. You can just resubscribe when you want it.
Oh, the YouTube, yeah,
Yeah, like-
yeah.
If
Well,
you got cable, you'd be fucked. And you have to,
Yeah.
you'd have to
Well,
have it.
I'm just waiting, because cable is going to have a full circle where it's going to be cable without the physical cable. You bundle your streaming services.
It's true.
It's only a matter of
Very
time.
true.
That'll happen.
Like my Sling, like I had Sling and I never used it, but my parents did. So then I just kept it, because like I traded that for like they had some other streaming services that I would just piggyback off of.
Yeah.
But then when I got a new credit card, it must have not autoed it. So my dad asked me about it, and I was like, no. And he was like, oh, don't worry about it. I don't really need it. And then he's like, oh, I wonder how much it is. It's like now $30 a month.
Really?
Well, it's like, or there's like different tiers.
Yeah, there's
So when
tiers,
I had
yeah.
it, it was only like $10 a month, and it was a basic thing. And then now they have all these various tiers, and he was
Yeah.
like reading it off. He's like,
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. He's like, oh, there's this thing and there's this thing.
Yeah, I think
but-
there's one for 20, one for 30. I think you can combine them for like 45 or something.
yeah, that's the minimum now is 20. It's
Yeah.
crazy, but I don't know.
Sling's actually the worst.
Yeah.
Because I've like looked into it like
Mm.
for fun for some fucking weird reason.
Yeah, this past I looked into it hard.
I got
for-
sucked into like a comparison chart of all these streaming services.
Oh yeah.
Like YouTube TV versus fucking Hulu TV versus Sling.
Mm.
And YouTube TV is actually, I think, the best one.
Yeah,
For the
because it
money.
was. I remember when I had to do my homework for the football, and I was so frustrated. I'm like, why can't I just pay $30? I'd pay $30 a month just to watch football. Like, why does it have to be so difficult? But it's because of all
Why
that.
doesn't NFL have their own fucking app?
Yeah,
Where
I
can
know.
just give you money, NFL.
Yeah,
Let me give you money.
and I can watch the fucking games. Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
Because then they lose out on all the advertising.
Yeah.
I know.
You know what? I also
Because
that
if they offered a streaming service, they'd have to offer game only.
Yeah.
yeah, it's because all the
Like Amazon
contracts.
Prime obviously had the exclusive rights to Thursday Night Football.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, that's like I found out recently. I think they must still how they do it. Super Bowl commercials. So like if you want to get a Super Bowl commercial, it's obviously a crazy amount of money. But not only do you have to pay them a lot of money, you then have to like sign a contract that you're going to be that you'll do other commercials throughout the year with them. So it's like oh, you pay them a lot for the exposure, but they also then say, oh yeah, but you have to sign on for like doing commercials for an entire year
Jesus.
or something too. So like they really get you, because it was that fucking Gary V guy, that motivational guy who was always talking about stuff. Who's like, oh, you know that guy who's on like social media. His name's Gary V.
Gary V.
And he always swears and stuff, and like he's like an entrepreneur and stuff. And then a lot of
he's like a Dan Bilzerian type.
kind of, yeah.
Well,
Not really, but
okay.
anyway, he said that he was like, I was looking at years ago. I looked at it, and it was like I had to come up with $2 million for the Super Bowl slot, the 32nd. He's like, but then what I didn't know was that you have to sign a contract for millions of more dollars for like the rest of the year. So he's like, that's how they get you. It's like,
really,
yeah, like just to do it, you have to sign on.
Weird.
Yeah, so no cable for me. It does have the house does have a dish attached to the side.
Oh, so do we.
I might just tap into that.
Sounds like a horrible.
So on a rainy, windy day, I'm not watching anything.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm not watching?
No, you should just get a gigantic satellite dish, like
the ones in the lawn.
Yeah. Like my New Hampshire
Amir-
house had one. Remember my New Hampshire house?
Amir in his backyard had one of those.
Really?
It had like its own fucking fence around it. It was this like absolutely it was almost the same one in Cable Guy at the end where like they fight.
Now, was it his family or was it the previous owners?
Actually, I don't know.
Because like, why the fuck would you buy one of those?
One of those massive
to get like
ones.
this 40 free channels?
Yeah.
Because I guess at the time, 40 free channels is probably amazing, right?
That's
yeah.
think about technology. You have that for those 40 extra, and then now you can get just like a little like black looking thing that you get all the free channels on.
True. Oh, yeah, because you've had one of those.
Yeah.
You used it.
In North Kingston, I was blown away at how many free channels. I had like 40 free channels.
Holy shit.
There was all these weird ass channels that were coming up that we could watch stuff on. I never did.
Public access.
Yeah. And then that's when I found out that CBS does that interesting thing. Come football season, you can't get their signal; just becomes too shitty.
Weird. Yeah, it's
Odd.
That was
sketch.
That was crazy because it was literally as soon as I put on the first game of the season, it was all right, a little bit stuttery, and before the end of the game, completely it said, "Oh, lost connection."
Oh. You ain't watching that shit for free.
Mm-mm.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry. So what were we talking about?
Talking about fuck, kill, Mary.
Next week.
Oh yeah, Chase. I think it's Chase's turn, isn't it?
Yeah, it's my turn. Play. I would like to make it a point to play something new. So I think I'll go through the EA or the Game Pass.
Yeah, check it out.
And try just to find something new. I don't know. We'll see. I mean,
well, the tough part is like you will hop on. You want to play like, the games you're working on.
Yeah, that's what's tough. I mean, I think because it's pretty casual and it's easy to get into, I might do Rise of Kingdoms and hop back on that. But that will be talked at a later date. I don't know though.
No comment.
So yeah, no comment. So, but no, I'll have to do. I don't know. I want to try something new. As far as watching,
yeah.
I want to start something new. I just don't know what. I kind of would like to start something simultaneously as you guys eventually, so then it's a little bit easier.
Like a game
or
a show.
Or a show.
Yeah.
But there's just nothing out right now for us to all tap into.
And every week that goes by is one more week towards Westworld Season 3 starting.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right.
We should watch that show Devs that's coming out on FX/Hulu.
Yeah,
it's a show from the guy who made Ex Machina.
It's about developers.
What?
It's about game developers.
It's called Devs. It has
Is it really about game developers?
Oh, I'll read you the description. This show looks fucking bomb. I'll read the description. Child. Hold on, child. Hold on now.
Hold on, young child.
Yeah, it has Nick Offerman, from Parks and Rec.
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
Ron.
Mm-hmm.
He's in it. It's a computer engineer investigates the secretive development division in her company, which she believes is behind the disappearance of her boyfriend. And it looks fucking bomb. Like, dude, the guy, Ex Machina. I mean, come on. That's all you need to know. So, and Annihilation.
Ooh,
which was good. It was
I
good.
liked it.
It's like an 8.
Good.
Ex Machina is like a 10.
Yeah,
It's like one of the best sci-fi movies of the last decade. So yeah, 3/5, March 5th, FX on Hulu. Let's go.
Oh, so that's soon.
Lego.
That's soon. We should actually let's make that the first Last Week Rewind show for our people out there. because I think Westworld might
Oh,
be
so
a
we're
long
gonna
shot here.
we're gonna stop this podcast and start a new segment of just that show.
No, we're not doing a fucking developers or the fuck devs.
Well, I was gonna vouch for doing a Survivor and just spin off and only change it to
wish.
Survivor.
I wish.
Just straight Survivor. We just review old seasons.
Yeah, there's so much content because like we
Richard
could literally do
Hatch.
a new season, and when it's the off season, we could do an old season, and then
Wow, great idea.
Survivor, yeah.
That sounds like a stupid. I don't know. It's the point. It's part of the show.
Part of it.
Down. It's 2 hours and fucking 15 minutes.
Is it?
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow.
Time flies,
Long
baby.
one.
All right.
long
Well,
one.
Time flies when you talk about an hour's worth of Madden, right? I mean,
Well,
out of 2
I
hours
don't know
and
if I
50
told you guys, but there's a 97 Eric Dickerson out now, so you might as well just stay off head to head because it's.
Well, how many
pointless.
coins do you have left? Last Madden topic of the night. We'll
900.
end it on Madden.
900.
Do you really?
I still been staying at that because I'll spend like make a purchase and then kind of like keep what I have and then slowly build it back up. I
You
haven't
should
made
buy
any-
me a card and give it to me for fun.
No,
Why?
because I'm gonna
Why?
wait. I'm gonna wait.
Buy me a center.
I'm going
or
to
a
wait
right
until the
guard.
day before Madden 21 comes out, and then I'm going to spend all the coins,
for nothing.
and I'm gonna fuck up the market.
Trade me that Brian Dawkins and buy yourself a Brian Dawkins.
Ugh,
Just gift me one.
that's actually what
I'd
I
die
need
for
to
him.
do. Did I buy? Oh, I did buy a second free safety, but like a cheap one, just because I needed the chemistry. Because whoever I had in it wasn't. I just recently learned that if that's not their normal position,
Yeah, their
the
chemistries
chemistry
don't
doesn't count.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
So I bought like some cheap, like
Oh, okay.
90. It was like wicked cheap. or
Oh,
whatever.
really?
Yeah,
You even went that high?
yeah.
Well, I guess that's
back
good
up.
for special teams.
Yeah, that's
Well,
true.
that's what I
Yeah.
noticed for that, and then some of the package.
And also, like, if you're gonna do eventually, you do like D backs at like lockdown,
hmm
then you do D line something else and all that stuff.
yeah. Well, that's what I have now. I have pass rush.
Yeah, yeah.
So I do pass
you're already
rush
doing
and
it.
lockdown, and I have those both at 30. And then I have for offense go deep and then zone run both at 30.
You gotta start buying abilities.
Yeah, I don't have any
I
abilities.
was telling Tom. Tom
You
was
don't
in
have any
shock.
abilities?
I only have like a handful.
Really?
That's just because like I've just been like hoarding, and then I'm like, oh, well, I'm
How
gonna
much
get
training do you
rid of
have?
this guy. Oh, I only have a few hundred training,
Really?
but I have a lot of guys I can sell. Like I collect a lot, so
So
I
you have probably a ton of cards that you don't need.
yeah, like a lot of like low level guys. I recently did a massive sale of a bunch of low level guys, and I maxed out the 100, and it was like 46,000 training of just like wicked like low level like
Nuh-uh.
people. Yeah, and then
I don't know what
spent
game
it.
you're playing. I don't know if it's called the swiping your credit card game or.
No, I mean I spent some money, but that's what I did. The coins, I didn't spend a coin for like 3-4 months.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
Like
true.
that's what it
You
is. A
were
lot of
hoarding.
this shit because I'm like it takes me a while where like I'll start to learn stuff and then I won't play Madden for a while. Like the chemistry thing, like I still have to
Mhm.
figure all that out.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of it's just like Rise of Kingdoms in a good way, where I had all that free stuff of like the things you hand in for coin and all that. I
Mhm.
never touched, and then
You just let it build up to a certain point, and then you just.
yeah,
blow
and then
it
I was like,
lower.
oh, I have all these resource packs, and I opened them all, and I had like millions and millions of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
and it's the
yeah,
same thing. It's
yeah.
like by the time I finally learn it, then it's like
Well,
Yeah.
I'll tap
I think
into
you
it.
have 900,000 fucking coins.
Yeah.
Spend 100,000, get a billion training, and buy some abilities for your
That's
Brian
what
Dawkins.
Well,
for
that's
your
what I'd have
Urlacher.
to look into is buying like the cheapest player for the best training rate or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause
I
there's
could,
like different
I could help
numbers.
you
You
do
know,
that in
like
2 seconds.
a 92
But-
gives
Yeah,
you.
you should just your top 3 guys on your offense and defense should all
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
have full
that's how I
abilities.
do it. It's top
I mean,
3
like
guys.
my Bo Jackson, he has abilities. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have
I've-
like freight train and all that shit.
Yeah.
on him. And then Patrick
Quarter-
Mahomes.
Your quarterback.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
And
has
then choose
some.
a guy. Like your
and
tight
then-
end or a receiver.
My Larry Fitzgerald has his X, but that's because he was that NFL 100.
Oh, the built-in ones.
And
Mhm.
he's,
Yeah,
I don't know. I kind of want to get rid of him.
yeah. I think it might be.
He's
I mean,
like pointless to me. I
you're
don't-
getting close to he's being extinct. I mean, his ratings not even that high. I mean,
and
he's
I don't
what
even
95.
really like when I do pass. I feel like I don't use him that much. I don't know.
You should get Tyreek Hill.
Yeah,
I mean, he's
Yeah.
expensive, but
well, I'd
man,
have him and Hardman unless I got rid
yeah,
of
that's
Hardman.
true. Actually, It's
I just like-
almost the same player.
I just like Hardman a lot, so it's hard for me to buy.
Yeah, maybe
Tyreek
don't
Hill.
get him. Maybe get
Yeah. I was thinking like an DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah, he's pretty high. He's like a
No,
97.
you should get a big guy. You should get Calvin Johnson.
Yeah, that's who I should. Yeah, he's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I played against him, and he's just fucking.
He's a beast.
He's a beast.
Yeah, you should get him.
I almost. Well, I didn't want to spend the coin, but you can buy him as that out of position free safety,
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
and like he's still wicked expensive.
Yeah, and his stats aren't like, I don't know. His stats are weird. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
they are
really
weird.
want him. He's like, why? For the same money, you can get fucking Devin McCourty, who's like a 99 zone coverage.
Right.
Mm.
Right.
Like, what?
Yeah, I know to do that. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, that was the Madden Hour.
That was mad now.
It's spread out throughout the whole podcast.
We do the same thing every week.
Yeah, but-
we talk about Madden and then we bring it up in the middle of the podcast for no reason.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we always end the podcast talking about
At least
then
we're
we
consistent.
because we'll at the end we do a final joke about talking about how much we talked about Madden,
and then that'll trigger us to actually.
and then
talk
it's like,
about
oh wait,
Madden.
you know,
Oh, I forgot.
I forgot.
I forgot. I did a challenge.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh, I did forget.
Oh, I
I
forgot.
gotta get rid of Joe.
I played
Thomas.
Madden. I was doing the Ultimate Team, right? In a solo battle.
Hey John,
Yeah,
remember that
No.
time?
Yeah, hey John, remember that time on Madden 20? This is also 2028, by the way. So he's
Yeah.
playing our game now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
just
hopped
been
on
playing
Ultimate
Madden.
Team and I took my team and then you crush him.
yeah. And you
You remember that team you played today?
Yeah, that
that
was
was
him.
John's friend Michael.
108-0.
Yeah, he
I don't
doesn't know what he's
was-
doing. He gets on and he fucking just plays with a default
took my
team.
base team and I figured I'd try to play a game online.
What? Wait, was that also the same time when Perry was like, who was
Oh,
that?
that was
yeah,
the
that
best.
was that guy.
That
Yeah.
was me and Perry
He's like,
still
who
talking
the
about
hell
that.
is that?
Yeah.
That is such a fucking funny moment.
Hey John, remember that we got in the war?
Yeah, he goes, what the fuck is that?
yeah.
Because that kid's voice is so fucking out of
Was
this
it like
world.
was his name Snake Eyes? Snake? Or
Yeah,
was
it's
it
Snake.
Snake something?
I think it's Snake Eyes.
I think it is Snake.
Hey,
Yeah.
John, you ever think there'll be intergalactic space travel?
I can't believe he said that.
Oh,
Like he was trying to make small talk. Like, it's like we're all in the
Small talk.
party listening.
he was the one that with the Assassin's Creed shit, right? He like
Yeah.
dressed up as Assassin's
Yeah,
Creed.
John would tell me that he was obsessed with Assassin's Creed. Would like dress up like and wear like he had an Assassin's Creed sweatshirt, and like it was true because like Xbox One was out and he was on 360 playing like Assassin's Creed 2.
Oh yeah, and like his parents. I don't think his parents didn't let him play certain stuff or something. There was something
Yeah.
weird with that.
Then he got an Xbox One, that kid, and he fucking like he had Destiny and he played with us or tried. I don't know what the fuck he tried to
Yeah.
or something weird.
I don't know.
Be like never. I don't know. He was always playing the weirdest fucking games.
Hey, John.
What the fuck was that?
He's like one of those types of kids. Like I was saying, like he could play Madden 20 in 2030.
Yeah.
You know, like it doesn't.
Jimmy,
doesn't
Pizzeria
correlate
Jimmy
with
was
him.
shaping up to that with GTA. He played that game for how many years straight?
I don't know. Like 2.
Was it 2? I was trying to remember if it was
It's
like
so
3
long ago
or-
now, but remember when Jimmy like 5 years ago was super into GTA?
Yeah,
It played
Doesn't
it
even feel
all-
real.
every day.
yeah, like hardcore.
He was
I
obsessed.
did a few races before coming in.
Now, did he play an Xbox One?
I
Yeah.
don't think so.
So he got a 360 first.
Yeah. But did he ever get an Xbox One?
I think he did get an Xbox One. Oh shit, did he?
I don't think he did. I
I
think we
thought-
always said he should, and he never did.
I thought that the only thing
Yeah,
that makes
maybe.
me think he did was I feel like there at some point he gave the girls an old Xbox and was like, "Oh, they like to watch stuff on it." I felt like that's the only thing that makes me think that he maybe did get an Xbox.
It feels
One.
like it never happened. I have no idea.
Or he went on to GameStop, or did he buy one? I remember you were with.
Well, I remember
Barry.
I went with him. He asked me to go with him
Yeah.
to get him one, and also Barry did the same thing.
Yeah.
And Barry had like the worst luck ever
Yeah.
with used Xbox 360s. He had to get like 3. He had to return them. Like,
Weren't you with him when he made a scene that one time?
wait.
And
Oh,
Barry
yeah,
like
he was-
flipped out.
Yeah, he was dishing mad attitude, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
I was like, "Barry, dude, just return it.
Because
Let's
I
get
think
out
he
of
went
here."
and bought it, and then came home, and something was wrong.
Yeah, it did
or
not. It was just fucked up. It
Yeah,
just didn't-
yeah.
I was trying to set it up for him at my house, and it was just not working. It was a piece of shit. I'm like, oh god, you had to go back. I think you had to go back 3 times because the next one he got, it worked, but then it stopped working at his house.
Oh,
So he had to go a 3rd time.
I think the only time I can remember where a video game did not work for me was Soul Calibur, the one where Yoda was in it.
I have Soul Calibur 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I remember I bought it and it wasn't like stopped working, and I actually had to go and get a new
Weird.
copy. Yeah.
The only time I've ever made a scene at GameStop was you guys weren't with. No one was with me. It was just me and Monica at the time, and it was when Xbox One was coming out, and I stopped by to just put a payment on my Xbox One. I was like, I'll just stop by, put a payment. I'm waiting in the longest line I've ever waited in. The place was slamming. For some weird reason, it was like a weekend day or something. I don't know. And I finally get up. I'm trying to put a payment on my thing. And then like the girl's she was like new. And obviously that was during the time when we went there all the time. I knew like all of these people.
Yeah.
And like it was a girl I didn't recognize and she was being fucking retarded. And then like I fucking flipped out on her. And then this black dude who worked there like gave me attitude and was like, you don't have to act like that. And I was like, dude, I'm just trying to put a payment on the thing.
I'm just trying to pay you.
I made like a scene, dude. I just didn't care.
Oh.
I that was during the time where I just started hating that place and hating being there.
Oh, I know.
And how much we used to always go there.
How much you used to go there?
We. Chase would go.
Yeah.
She did.
You want to go to GameStop?
Right, Chase?
Yeah. Go check out GameStop. Well, then also the
I hated
midnight.
that place.
The
You
midnight
drove
releases.
yourself there.
Yeah, shut up.
I mean, that was the thing too for the midnight releases. That was
Yeah,
a-
the
Yeah,
midnight
we also had the
releases.
Rhino for that. But then obviously this new console.
I think the
got
the
rid of it.
straw that broke the camel's back was how they handled the Xbox
Yes.
release.
That was when I
Where
realized,
all the people who had the reserve at one point when they only had so many to reserve, and then they opened it up at the last second.
Yeah,
and,
I reserved the Xbox One 1 hour after it was announced.
yeah.
Okay, I not even an hour. I drove to GameStop like almost immediately
While
after
it
the
was
press
on.
conference. Okay, I was like probably one of the first people in America to pre-order at GameStop, and this kid Aaron Davis shows up
Oh yeah.
all high and retarded, fucking pays for his Xbox One that night, and gets his Xbox One like 45 minutes before me and Chase.
It was like wicked long, like an hour. Yeah.
And it was freezing. It was 20 degrees out.
Yeah. And that was just because the GameStop people didn't know what the fuck is going on. Well, you know,
God.
I'm interested.
Fuck
to
that
see-
store. Should be
Yeah,
closed.
I'm interested what's going to be in that store because it's only a matter of time.
Well, I know a lot of GameStops in like big areas have started turning into like
Movie stops.
no, no, like almost like a hangout / like you could play competitive there and like you could try more
gamer lounge.
games. Yeah, like a gamer lounge.
Really?
Like GameStops in like metropolitan areas.
That's
and stuff.
actually, I mean, that's a smart idea. To what are you going to do with the space?
yeah, and
and an
they're
easy
trying to embrace like
transition.
retro gaming more and obviously toys and all that trash that's in that store.
Oh, side note, because we're talking about gaming lounge, I saw Laughlin a couple days ago.
Uh-huh.
He is 100% down to try out Dungeons and Dragons sometime.
Really?
So we were talking about it. He's like, I would love to.
Wow.
So I said,
The
all right.
only bad part about Dungeons and Dragons, which would be so much fun, would that one of us would have to be the fucking game master.
Yeah, well, that's what he said. He said you'd be the game master. He said you'd be a good one. But then I told him, I was like, yeah, but that's also might.
I mean, I wouldn't mind it because
But I also told him that might be
Kinda
tough
fun to have
for
be in
someone who's
control of
never
your
done it
storyline.
before.
Huh?
We might want to like try to find someone to.
We should
Because that's
go
a
on
hard
Craigslist.
thing to.
Going crazy.
And get a guy to come here and do it.
Yeah,
Oh
he's,
my
I think
God,
he's
that
gonna,
would
he's gonna
be-
pull out a tarp and think we're gonna piss on each other.
Yeah, what work?
No, we'll post it as is.
Looking for male in his late 20s.
Looking for
early
dungeon
30s.
master
Be our
to
dungeon
help
master.
dominate
Help
three
show
studs.
us show us the
I
way.
bet you Eberle's played it. He probably knows what the fuck
Yeah.
he's doing.
But no, Laughlin was saying, he's like, yeah, you know what I've noticed too? He's like, the people that do play it, like, they're willing to play with you, but like, you got to really push. Like, they're not just going to invite you into their clan.
Why wouldn't we
Nah.
just play Talisman or Catan? A
Mhm.
game we already played and know how to play.
Yeah, but did we really play it?
I mean,
Yeah.
Catan's a
I
completely.
feel like we
different-
didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Talisman
You
would be the closer one.
We barely follow. I feel like we didn't follow the rules that well. And also, Craig, I feel like was making shit up. I don't know what that kid was
what
such
are you
a
talking about?
that kid was such a bullshitter.
No, he wasn't.
He was.
No, he wasn't.
He
You
was
loved
too.
him. You turned on him because he didn't want a 40-hour-a-week job.
What? I don't know. I turned on him.
You loved Craig.
I liked him the first day.
Yeah.
He got worse every time after that.
You didn't like him because he was a fucking bum.
Yeah.
And he didn't want a job.
I don't know.
And I was telling you stories about how he's like, I don't want to work 40 hours a week. And that was when we started. We're like, this kid kind of.
I mean, I'd love to play
He
Talisman.
wasn't making up Catan rules.
No, he was making shit up.
No,
dude.
we
making
wasn't.
shit up.
We were playing the game. We loved it. If we tried to get into Dungeons and Dragons, we're not gonna have anything. We're not gonna know anything we're doing. We're not gonna want to invest the time and money.
Buy time and money. It's like $20 on Amazon.
And then
what you need.
What are we gonna do? We're gonna spend hours and hours and hours just trying to figure it out to play it once to never go back. I'd rather just play Talisman.
When you do Dungeons and Dragons, it's almost like doing a podcast. You have to commit to like once a week meeting up.
Yeah.
It's not a thing where it's like, let's play Talisman one time for 4 hours.
Yeah.
It's like Dungeons and Dragons is like this.
It's a campaign.
You have to meet up fucking 3 hours a week to move your campaign along.
So we definitely will never do it.
Yeah. No, we're not doing it.
I'm just what I'm saying is, if we want to scratch our itch to play a in-depth board game where you get to choose a character, we own it. It's in the table right there. It's Talisman.
Yeah, I think I lost all the dice for that thing though.
Oh Jesus!
We were using dice to play dice, and I think I lost them.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just dice.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I saw. I think it was. I saw a pack of dice laying around.
I did. Yeah, I actually bought dice to play dice.
Oh yeah.
So I do have dice.
Yeah, you got dice. Yeah.
It's just.
You guys want to play dice?
It's just dice.
Go marry Craig if you want him so bad.
You liked Craig.
He was all right.
You liked Craig.
He was a really short fling.
Yeah, he was just a person we hung out with. He was fine.
Like,
It was the funniest.
I think
It was
one
the
of
funniest when Eberly.
I was going to
our,
say
he was our only listener on TDM Uncensored, and he hated Craig.
that was, I think, not really the turning point because we never really hated him.
No, I
It
knew
was that, and it was
Craig
that.
was as fast as he was here, he was gone even faster.
Right.
I hung like 4 times with him.
Right.
But
it was that, and it was that he was like a. I remember. He was my friend. I remember how it turned. It was because he was a bum and wanted to constantly move around and never wanted.
Well,
to
he was
work.
he was abusing you for rides. That's how you.
Yeah, he wanted. Well, he tried to.
Yeah,
and then I had to like ghost him.
it didn't do anything with me. I had nothing. I hung out with him 3-4 times.
It was that was what changed our perception of.
He
Craig.
was like,
It wasn't that
abusing
he
your
It wasn't that
friendship.
he was a bullshitter and that he made up rules. None of that happened.
Dear no.
He was an awesome.
No.
He was an awesome Nickelodeon fax man.
Oh,
yeah,
TGM Uncensored
That's why I
at one
liked him.
time.
But yeah.
Oh yeah, that's you like.
And then we went and chilled at
rivaled
his-
you with the fax department.
But our only fucking listener hated him.
And then we went and chilled at his fucking dad's bar.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
with a B, right?
Billiards.
Was it
Something?
billiard?
Billy's Billards. Billards.
Bovey? No,
Bulls,
not
Bulls,
Bovies.
Bulls.
Yeah, because I was in like West. No, I don't know if it was West
Warwick,
Warwick,
yeah,
but it
wasn't
was
it?
in. It
Yeah.
was deep in Warwick.
Yeah. Look at the little dive bar. Oh, such a weird time.
Changed his name.
It was Jeffrey, right?
Earl.
Earl, yeah, that's right.
I remember when he put that post up when he was explaining why.
I was like, okay. Roll my eyes. It's more of the same. You not wanting to just conform to normal reality.
He probably did it for tax reasons.
Yeah.
You know, he's fucking. I'm probably on the run. What was the reason?
They changed his name.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
I
It
think
was-
something to do with taking on a new identity in his life or something.
Yeah, it was like a way of
Like a
him
new-
to take control. I don't
New
know.
chapter. Yeah.
I think it was the
yeah,
same reason why people transition.
yeah. It was honestly something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Might
But
not
he-
have overcome a past trauma.
Here we are talking shit about a guy that I was friends with at one time that I haven't talked to anymore on a podcast that nobody listens to. It's a little weird.
It's a little weird.
When we're scared to talk about Rise of Kingdoms.
Yeah.
because of Barry.
Soundbite.
There's literally 0% chance Craig would ever listen to this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because number
Probably
one,
a 0% chance that Perry would ever listen to this
I
too.
don't know. He's pretty interested in what the hell's going on.
Unless
here.
you, unless you,
No, because dude, if someone mentions his name, you know he's gonna.
I don't think. I think if you never time stamped it and gave it to him, he would have never found it.
I thought that, but I know, dude. Perry is like he's just being a little nutty about it. So
Well, I can say I'll set the record straight as to why Barry's point of view was a click and wait game. It was New Year's Eve. We were in the vestibule over at Zuma, which is a restaurant on Fed Hill. We were waiting for our table to get ready.
Yeah.
I just started playing the game, and I quit. All I said was Rise of Kingdoms, And he said, "Oh, like Clash of Clans." I'm like, "Yeah, kind of concept." And then before I could finish, he quickly said, "Yeah, it's just like Farmville. I know those games. You click and you wait and you click and you wait." I laughed, and then we went and ate pasta.
It's not even like as a down. It's not even like it is. This is how the games are made. It's like shooting. It's like this is the style of the game. It's just you click, you have to wait. It's just I don't know how they. It's how do they manage you from being able to do so many things at once?
Yeah.
You know.
And just like every other game nowadays, there's a paywall. There's a wall that you hit.
Well, I'm gonna send this to Craig or Earl. I'm gonna put a timestamp.
Little do we know, Mike's been timestamping.
Earl, remember me
when we talk about people, and he's been sending them out of just pure guilt.
Yeah, every time we talk shit about someone.
Yeah.
Hey, Earl,
remember me?
You fucking phony baloney.
Yeah, I remember.
You fucking rigged that game of Catan, you bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna see him at some bar. Like you're gonna be hammered at some bar in like Providence randomly. But yeah, I remember you always lying, making up rules.
He's not around here, is he?
No, he was back in L.A.
Mm.
Yeah. Probably on a park bench in fucking Malibu. Not conforming. I will not.
Unless you want to work 40 hours a week.
Yeah, who wants to do that? Gross.
That's in Dumb and Dumber, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no jobs in this town. Yeah. Unless you want to work 40 hours a week.
Would they both work like 12?
Well, yeah.
As a dog groomer?
One was a limo driver and one was a dog groomer.
Yeah, shitty jobs. Oh, I love that movie. They just don't make movies like that anymore, you know? Yeah. It's all about Sonic the Hedgehog and, you know?
No.
Yeah.
And Harley Quinn's intangible, exponential,
extraordinary,
fantabulously ambitious emancipation of the one and fancy ass Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn's overcrowded, doubled down.
Yeah. Not a bad movie.
8 out of 10.
It's all right. Nah, I said 8. I think I said 8 the first night, but it went down after that.
You were down to a 6.
No, I give like a 7.
Hard 6.5. Soft 7.
No, I guess 7. Yeah, I guess 7.
Soft 7.
This is where we end the podcast.
Yeah, we're way. This is our longest one yet.
I feel like we say it every week. Somehow every week.
It's going to keep getting longer.
We stay down here longer and longer.
To avoid real life.
Next week will be our first 3-hour podcast.
The worst part is Bethany's at home right now waiting to start dinner, and I keep telling her, yeah, I'll call you. I'll call you when I get in the car.
I'm leaving soon. I'm leaving at 5.
Wait, start dinner? It's 9:48.
I know.
Or what is it?
I know. Well, she was just cooking something, but she was like, I'll wait for you. And I told her, I was like, I'll probably be out of here at 9, which was safe to say, because at 8 she had texted me. I was like, yeah, I'll probably be for another hour or so. You
should just go home blackout drunk. You should just stop at a bar.
Oh my god. Just going sloshed.
You don't fucking get it. That $1,500.
Oh my god.
It's like you make like a big stink of it.
Oh. Well, I think I'm just gonna have to.
You questioning my manhood?
I think I'll have to just suck my own dick and accept the $3,500.
Yeah, I know. You were a little fired up about it, but I think
I'm fired up because fucking people don't know how to do their jobs. If I went in there, I'm like, listen, bitch. Not to Bethany. That's not to you, Bethany. To the lady Allison. You moved into this house with your boyfriend or fiance. That didn't work out. I stalked your Instagram. I've watched the history since 2017 when you moved in.
Fix the termites.
Yeah, fix the termites.
Your house looks great in the pictures, but there's fucking termites everywhere.
Fucking termites!
No, I think the realtor. Honestly, I think the realtor fucked you. I think he legitimately played the worst hardball ever.
Well, that's the problem. Yeah, that's just the problem. I don't know.
Like he gave them your high, the rebuttal, and then
that's okay.
The rebuttal they gave is it was supposed to be the 5,000.
Yeah, that's what makes no sense. And like that's I understand like the negotiating thing, and like to what he was trying to say was, well, you know, I just didn't want to go in with 7 and with the potential of them just like clamming up and being like nothing. I'm not gonna like that doesn't make any fucking sense. If I went in to go buy a car and someone said, "What's your budget?" Well, you know, I'd like to spend, you know, 17,000, but I guess I could do 15. Or like say like I want to do 15, but I could go up to 17,000. that 15,000 is out the window. It doesn't make any fucking sense. It's like, I know it from work when people try to like have you quote stuff, just do a quick estimate is like the scariest thing in the world because whatever you tell them of a ballpark, they only remember the lower number. It's like, that's just how it works. That's just how people work.
True.
So it's just like, I don't know. Fucking Jesus Christ.
You should start at like wicked high. Like $100,000.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but we'll rebuttal you for 7.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Well, that's like, so side note, Bethany's sister, where she works, there was a guy that wanted a raise, and I don't know what he makes. My guess is an average raise, you know. He put in a request and wanted to get paid $200,000 because the company's done really well over the years and he directly benefits it. So I was interested to be like, well, what does he do? Oh, he just like is a tester. He just tests stuff. Like, and it has like a low wage. But it was just funny because he asked
what kind of
like,
work are we talking here?
Well, not to get into specifics for all of our listeners because I don't want to get anyone in trouble.
Like,
no, but it's like a company that makes like electronic DJ equipment.
Oh,
so like drums
he
and
tests
speakers.
that type of stuff?
So all he does is just test something all day. And like, I don't know, I guess he quickly like revised that and just was like, oh, yeah, I wasn't in a good mental state when I said that. But he was like
What?
Yeah, he was like, I want to get paid $200,000 a year and I want like 6 weeks of vacation because the company
Holy
over the years, you know, has made millions of dollars. And you know,
you should do that at Cardi's.
It literally
I'm writing this down.
Yeah, but you going in and saying I want $250,000 a year because Cardi's sold X amount of couches over the last 10 years.
Yeah, you should actually do like your homework.
Yeah.
Like blackmail.
Yeah, you should be like I've stocked this many couches, so I want this much.
I've stocked 0 so far.
Okay, well,
I'm a manager.
Okay. So guys on your team that you manage stock this many stuff. So I want a cut of this, but you should be like legit have like a binder.
Yeah, you could say
like
I've worked
binder
like
you open.
a million thousand hours, but that doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Like, well, I manage, so their hours are my hours. So
Yeah,
I manage
yeah.
however many people. I work 800 hours a week. So
And the orders of the company go, "You're insane.
yeah, you're
Get out now."
Or it'd be like in
And then I go, I respect your decision. And I get up and I walk out.
But then you show up on Friday like nothing happened.
Yeah. We was joking. You ever see Pronked with Aston Kutcher?
Prompt.
What the fuck?
Have you ever seen
Pronked.
the No, you probably haven't seen
Me and Tom were watching the Dudesons earlier. Do you ever watch the Dudesons?
Holland, I think, used to
Holland seems like a Dudesons fan.
Yeah. I think it was him. Unless it was you telling me about them when you were watching like the Bam Margera Christmas special or
gosh.
whatever it was.
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah.
Because then you came across the Dudesons.
Yeah, I like the Dudesons, but you know, not everything holds up as well. You know,
I believe it.
10 years ago.
It's been a while.
They're just literally Finland's people of Bam. That's it.
It's a poor man.
That's it. If you can picture it, that's it. No need to look it up.
Bam Margera.
I saw that Steve-O actually confirmed he's going to be in Jackass 4.
They're making a 4?
Yeah, it got
Really?
announced like a month or two ago. We might have even covered it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it might have been 4 of the podcast. But yeah, Johnny Knoxville, they're doing it. But no one's really... Like, Steve-O is like the first major one to confirm he's going to be in it.
Mm.
So, like, I don't know who's going to follow. I mean...
I wonder if they're going to...
Hopefully Bam... I mean, I want everybody back. It'd be kind of weird. Because Johnny Knoxville said in a quote that when they do it, they're going to try to mix in some new young talent.
I was just about to say, I feel like
oh.
they're just old at the point where, like, are they really going to want to... Maybe Steve-O or some people that want the paycheck, but obviously Johnny Knoxville doesn't, you know, he doesn't really need it, I'm sure. It's going to be just like Bad Boys 3. Introduce the Young Bucks.
The Young Bucks. Oh, you mean the Young Bucks on AEW?
Yeah.
Right though?
AEW root beer?
No.
All right, let's end it. I gotta go.
Anything else?
I gotta go eat dinner.
It's fucking 10 o'clock.
I know.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Oh,
Bye.
on Madden Ultimate Team.
Oh,
Oh, my
Eric Dickerson, 97, ruins the game.